for tonight. I am Wolfgang. We'll be doing the Journey of the Bone Collectors. It's been going on for quite some time now. We're continuing off with kind of a recap of all the players and then a recap of what happened last time. So we will start off with Carnes, if you'd like to introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I am Carnes. In at least the Round Stump Discord, I am Lord Kira of everywhere else. I play Bashier, the little kobold ranger who I guess is really just there to whittle down everything else. I think I'm still on the ship. Last I remember, I went down somewhere. But I am the secondary streamer for this little bit. I don't need people jumping over to me. I'm just archiving stuff so that we don't lose stuff to the Twitch VOD either.
So you can always check out our other previous episodes if you'd like to listen. And thank you for that, Carnes. Next we have Rubik.
Yes, I am Rubik, the dwarf paladin barbarian extraordinaire, among other things. I like to fight. And sorry, that's all I really got right now. I've lost my password for Roll20, so I'm recovering it.
He's ready to fight when he can.
You're a very honest dwarf as well.
It actually doesn't sound like you're ready to fight then.
Yeah.
Can you roll me initiative?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you for that, Rubik. Next up, we have Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. I play Scritch, the Goblin Cleric and devoted follower of Skirt. Also, the Admiral of our fleet of ships. That's it.
All right, thank you very much, Jay. Next up, we have Retsu.
Hi. I'm Retsu. Sorry, I needed to check if I had muted myself. But yeah, I'm Retsu. I'm the other person who streams this. I play Rask. Yeah, Rask is a lizard folk who apparently can't understand sarcasm and painted half of the ship red, and is also an underwater missile just like Jack. And apparently really good at confusing other people's henchmen. But yeah, that's Rask. That's it.
Extremely good at confusing henchmen.
Yeah, so good that he even confused me.
Right.
The player.
Well, thank you for that, Retsu. Next up, we have Phoenix.
Hi, I'm Eric. I play Jack. He's a big meanie. He's been going around killing people they doesn't even know about, but trying to save Scritch, so on a day's work.
Gotta find Scritch.
Gotta find Scritch. Any means necessary.
All right,
Before this, sorry, we were discussing these drawings and decided that Scritch is the cutest out of all of us.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you for that, Phoenix. Last but not least, we have Runark.
Hello, I am Runark in Discord, and I am Ivan Lionheart in the campaign. I'm a human alchemist artificer. I like to concoct elemental bombs and whip them across the room. Currently, I'm in a tavern trying to save a woman? Question mark? I think I am trying to save her. I'm definitely trying to save her. Whether or not she remembers me when we're done, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Or if I want her to.
You lit her on fire for her own protection. She understands.
It was for her own protection. I bet she does not understand.
No, she doesn't.
I bet she's terrified of me and hates me, but that's okay. She's alive. For now.
For now.
The enemies aren't dead yet, so.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Runark. All right. And now we will actually do the recap. So if everybody would like to roll for initiative, we'll get right into it.
My initiative is 1,060.
Dirty 20.
Well, there we go. You actually might have beat Bashier this time. No, Bashier.
Bashier beats me anyway.
I also
I-
have a dirty 20.
Before we start the recap, too, I just remind everybody who's listening in, if you could please stick around towards the end of the session before we do cast votes for the players. You vote for your favorite player. You vote for whoever you thought made you laugh the most, whoever you enjoyed listening to. Role play, however long you've been in the deal. So
Sorry.
Damn it, Bashier.
please stick around for the ending. And it looks like Bashier rolled a nat 20.
I'll pass. I was gonna pass anyway. I'll pass.
No, you cannot vote
No,
for
you-
Henry.
you can-
Although Henry is a character in here, kind of. He's just not had a part.
We just need to find a Knoll that we can name that isn't NPC guy.
No,
Henry's
no.
not evil.
Henry's more of an accessory than anything for combat. So
Yeah.
Well, Henry's not just an accessory.
in the game,
The accessory.
Ruben.
Has Rask named his glaive?
No, no.
But Bashir, you wanna pass then?
Yeah, I was gonna pass anyway. I just wanted to roll the initiative for the turn order.
Go, Ivan.
Okay. We start off on the boat, and we are in the midst of battle. Bashier is shooting enemies, like he does. Rubik runs over, and he, like he does, grapples an enemy, drags him over to a part where he throws him off somewhere, and he throws him off somewhere. Just happens to be in the water, not lava this time. Jack smites the shit out of this guy, and he talks to the Highlander about his ass.
I forgot about that.
Rask goes and helps Tink
Like
with
Jack does.
the fight, and Tink gets upset. Tink wants to be able to fight for herself, and she wants to prove that, but everybody keeps helping her, so she can't get that opportunity, or she feels like she can't. Back to the bar where we are on the top floor. I make the floor icy and knock another one of the enemies back. Scritch misses on his attack. One of the bandits comes out with a hostage and tells me to drop my bag, blah, blah, blah. We go back to the boat. Vree is jealous of how much blood is on Rubik, and Rubik spots one more enemy and healed him, then stepped on him. Yes, okay, that is, yep. It was very, very awkward interaction. He wanted to, it reminded me of the time when we were in the one, I think it was a cave, and we kept killing and spare the dying and killing and spare the dying. It kind of reminded me of a small version of that. They, on the boat, when they are wrapping up, they realize they don't know where Scritch and Ivan are, so Jack and Rask jump into the water. Bashier wants to skin the humans and weirds out Tink about him eating her if she were an enemy. He was just like, well, yeah, like if you're my ally, so I'm not going to do that. But if we were on opposite sides and you died and I was there and I was hungry, well, probably. Tink wasn't fond of that. I light the woman hostage on fire, but not hurt her, and kill some of the enemies there. She kind of freaks out, as one would expect.
You guys are the good guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Captain starts to run away, but Scritch is relentless and chases him down. No matter what he does, he is just after him.
Scritch is getting beat by everybody else, is just getting clubbed and daggered, and he's still just chasing after this guy. He's just like a bruised mess.
Rask and Jack come out of the water, Rambo style, and come up to the tavern. They split off. Rask goes to the stables and meets up with Matt, Timothy, and Carl. Timothy and Carl. The best henchmen in the business who invite Rask to join them. Rask basically kind of leads. I mean, he doesn't intentionally do it at first, but he kind of leads them on like he's not one of the bone collectors. He's not there to oppose them. And after a little bit of comical conversation, Rask ends up turning on them and, puts their heads on the pig that was there.
Yep.
Yeah. Jack goes into the front door and he begins helping out inside there with Scritch, and he doesn't come upstairs. Actually, he hears like lots of screaming and like somebody's insane up there, and he's like, "All right, I'm actually just going to turn around and go towards Scritch."
Yeah.
Rask he disposes of them and comes inside, helps him with the captain, who actually kind of like runs past them and runs back out into the stables. They got to run back out there, and that's where they eventually get him. Bashier finds a place to put the new hostage, which he decided that was nowhere near Dev, because Dev's a wild card. We never know what he's gonna do. Rubik gets on the mangonel and he waits. He's just kind of like scanning the horizon, just waiting for anything else, kind of looking for smoke, anything like buildings on fire, because he just assumes that we're going to set a bunch of buildings on fire, I guess.
There was combat in that area.
No.
Explosions and smoke from like a building fire. So like black billowing smoke, meaning like, a structure fire. Like these are the things that I'm concerned about.
Technically, Ivan did throw a firebomb inside a building.
I did.
But he's so smart because his parents were so rich and got him awesome new teachers that his firebombs only blow up enough to ignite the immediate source and then go out.
It's good, man.
Perfectly controlled alchemical flames, yeah.
Rich kids and their toys.
Kids and their toys.
Don't be jelly, bro.
That privileged brain.
Wow.
My int is a 5.
Is that it for the initiative?
That's all that I have.
Does anybody like to add? Would anybody like to add anything else to that?
Yes. The captain is now transformed. Or transforming.
He is transforming. Yeah, he needs something.
Oh, that's
Because-
right.
Yeah, he broke a branch and then inhaled some bad dust, whatever it was.
Yeah, the smoke that came from it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the captain basically did this to try to save himself.
Yeah. Did you name the boar also? The boar was named Matilda.
Yeah.
Yes, the boar you put the heads on was named Matilda. There's also two riding boars in the stables.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was everything. Good job on initiative, Ivan, and good note on that, Retsu. That was actually a very important thing because that's gonna be happening quite soon. And for that, we will actually start off with you guys at the Slippery Sailor, which we are on that page. Good. So we're gonna start with Ivan. Ivan, you're up the stairs here.
All right. What are those icons for the one to my left and the one beneath me?
That means that the one is his leg is missing, and the other one is prone.
Okay. Is the one whose leg is missing standing still?
No.
So he is also prone?
Oh no, technically he is standing. Yes.
What a champ.
Yep. He's their leader of this group. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm going to attack him with a. Actually, no. I'm going to pulse temp health first.
Okay. With Junkie.
With Junkie, bonus action. Ooh, max.
Ooh, wow, max.
I am then going to. I will use psychic bomb on the guy with the missing leg.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
I'll try one more time.
All right. He actually cuts the bomb in midair, and it just kind of like diffuses itself.
26.
That is a hit, though.
Only 10 to damage, though.
Okay. So you blast him, and he actually hits the wall, and you can see his nose starts to bleed, and he almost falls down, but catches himself. He looks at you as he's bleeding even more now, and he's kind of. It looks like he almost got blacked out from that hit. He's still standing barely, but he is definitely bloodied and not looking good.
How many more of you do I have to kill before you just give up? Please, I'm tired. Junkie, really? Like, can you? Can you just believe this? Meep more. I will pass turn.
And Ivan and Junkie are still facing off with the land bandits or the water bandits in the upstairs of the tavern. We're going to go down below. We'll actually have Scritch, Jack, and Rask. All three of you roll initiative for me. Oh, nat 20.
Nailed it.
All right, so we will have Jack. You're going to go first. You see that you're standing over the body of one of the bandits that was attacking Scritch, and you see that he is no longer moving.
Yes, good. Okay, I'm gonna go chase after Scritch. I guess I would get to here.
Correct. Unless you wish to dash.
Can I? Okay, is this
You
a
can-
is this
is a
a
wall
floor
right-
wall?
Yeah, it's a
It's a
half
half
wall,
wall.
but you can still see Scritch's hat, and you can actually see the.
Scritch doesn't have a
Oh.
hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't have his hat on, so you can't see anything of Scritch. You can only hear him and kind of his heavy breathing, and you can also see the captain is starting to rip through his clothes, and it looks like he is transforming into something larger.
I'll do. How far away is he from me? Okay, I'm gonna use lightning lore.
Okay.
You create a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature of your choice that you can see within range. The target must succeed a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you. So he's got to be a. He's probably good at strength, but maybe not mid. He's got to beat a 18.
+3. He does not beat it.
All right, and then he moves within up to. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull him directly to me.
Okay. He's going to walk away from Scritch. Now does that because he's not forced out of combat, that will make an attack of opportunity for Scritch, correct?
I don't
It's
know
a
how that would
forced
work.
It's
movement.
forced movement.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is forced. I don't know why I said that. I meant the opposite way of that. Because it is forced movement.
So
He's being made to do that. So yeah, he appears in front of you, Scritch. You just kind of see him as he's transforming, slowly start to walk towards Jack.
oh no, he gets ripped like towards me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basically
It's
like
like a lasso.
yeah, it's like a lasso of lightning.
All right. Well, I guess for aesthetics, he'll just flip over the wall in a sense, and then stand right back up as he starts to rip his clothes off. He doesn't really seem to hurt him as much. He's more focused. It's his body's apart from the
it's gonna
inside.
hurt him.
Well, we'll see.
He takes 3d8 lightning damage. And then one of my class skills is if I do lightning damage, the target takes an additional lightning damage equal to my charisma modifier.
Okay.
So he automatically takes 2, I think it is.
You have to. Did you roll attack roll to hit him?
No, it's just
based on
if he fails a strength throw.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he failed.
He takes 3d6. So 8, 10, 11 damage. Lightning damage.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do because that spells a full action turn.
So he gets shocked, but his body's going through such a transformation. He's not really paying too much attention. He's going through agonizing pain within the transformation itself. It's still hurting him, but he doesn't seem to really pay much mind to you as he's getting larger. You notice Jack lasso this guy and rip him over the half wall, and now he's no longer in front of you.
I'm going to use a bonus action Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
So the next time I hit with a melee attack, he'll take thunder damage.
Okay. A little lightning and thunder collide over here with Jack.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you. Good turn, Jack. Next up is Rask. Rask, you hear all this commotion going on in the doorway over here as you see Jack walk into the stables, and you just hear all this commotion and smashing of like wood and other materials. And you see bright light appear for a split second underneath the door frame, like around the door frame itself.
Rask is not sure if he wants to go help Jack now or if he wants to continue going upstairs for Ivan.
You hear Ivan shouting, "Can you please all just stop?" You know, he's just very sick of these guys, and you hear him shouting. And you also hear Junkie go meet Morb.
Okay.
Is it a happy or sad meet more?
Yeah, is it a happy or sad meet Morb?
It's kind of like a I'm sorry meet Morb.
It's more like meet more?
Like, sorry this is happening to you, Ivan, meet Morb.
How do you vocalize a pat on the back?
Could only make it here. Or I could make it here. Raska's gonna shout at Jack.
Okay.
Jack need help?
You're yelling that to me?
Yeah. Although I don't know if you can hear after the beginning of thunder.
Well, it was the lightning, it wasn't thunder.
Oh, that's true.
Thunder's the next one.
Yes,
Yeah,
thunder's next. First you get lightning, then thunder.
Yeah, at least he's keeping with the continuity.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, you do, Jack, you definitely hear Rask streaming too. He's not far at all.
We could use extra help.
Oh, okay. Raska help.
You actually see the bartender and the owner are going to actually go run into the back room as they hear this guy screaming and shouting. Like they could tell something bad's happening.
Great. Raska's gonna run towards them. Towards Jack.
All right, so you start booking it. You 25 feet, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you book it as fast as you can towards the door. Glaive in hand, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes. But since I can't reach him, I guess I'm going to cast. Oh God. Is it spiritual weapon again? Or I'll cast guiding bolt at him. I can see him in the doorway, right? The door didn't close or anything.
No, it is open.
Okay. Yeah. Rask will cast guiding bolt at the transforming captain.
Okay.
Fuck. Range spell attack. Plus 8. That's an 18 to hit.
18?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, sweet. You just hear Rask shouting, "Jack, duck!" And then he's just gonna use his glaive as an extension of a pointer of his finger, so it can
Okay.
do 46 radiant damage. That's a lot of
Oh
ones.
man,
That is a
Oh,
lot of
hot
ones.
damn.
Damage.
Ooh.
Damn.
8 damage.
When your average should be what, 16 or no, 12?
At least 12.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ones. I'm sure. Alright. But that's it.
So you hurl a bolt of lightning towards him, and it strikes him in the back and like in his upper shoulders. He's kind of hunched over, and his hands are kind of ripping the hair off of his skull as his skin is peeling off, and you can see it's his, even some of the blood and organs are just kind of like exposing themselves, and he's just growing into this creature now. Like you could tell that whatever was inside of him is now killing him and now taking over. So he's dead. He's no longer who he was.
Okay.
Cute.
But I still hit the dead guy and not the thing that's coming out of him.
Oh no, you still hit him. Yeah, no, you still hit the creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still did damage to him. Don't worry. Especially since he's now more. He's definitely showing his side than the little human that was left on the outside. So yeah, you go in to support Jack, and Jack, you just see this kind of whip, like this lightning bolt whip past your head and just hits the target, and you can tell Reska's right behind you.
It'd be cool if like Jack could do like an Iron Man thing in Avengers, where like Thor like shoots the lightning into him and it like powers him up.
You never
Well,
know.
it does power you up because you get advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah, you never know. So with that, it is now going to be the last but not least member of this initiative group, Scritch the Itch. We're itching
I don't
for
know
you,
how
Scritch.
I feel about that.
We're itching for you, Scritch.
It
That's what I'm
works.
saying. We're itching for you.
It
you know?
works too good.
Scritch is gonna move there.
It's better than Scritch the Bitch or something like that.
Oh, see, yeah, that would
Ooh.
be real bad.
That was what he was told in high school.
Scritch is gonna move there and fight Jack.
Just you say that again, Jack.
I said it's better than being called.
Right? I know Scritch is on edge right now. You can't say nothing without him getting
Scritch has been
feisty.
chasing this man. He's
Scritch says-
tired of this shit.
That's my man, Scritch says.
Oh god.
So, Scritch, you want to run up on that guy?
Yeah, Scritch is coming up there.
All right, you run up on him, Scritch, and you are now with an advantage mode between you and Jack.
Also, because of guidance, isn't he?
Yes, and guidance.
Yep.
You are correct.
Oh,
Quadruple advantage.
Right?
Flanking with Rask.
Guidance doesn't give him advantage, just gives
Oh,
him
no.
an extra d4.
Yeah, extra D4.
Oh, well.
I don't have guidance on him.
Although
Is he
guidance
guide-
wouldn't count for an attack anyway. Bless would count for an
Bless,
attack.
yes. And yeah, do you still have it, Scritch?
I never had it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Not
gonna say,
that I'm aware of.
yeah.
Oh, what did you, Rask? What did you cast? on?
Guiding bolt. It's a
Guiding bolt, yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah,
My bad.
and-
Attack an enemy, buff an ally.
¿Por qué no las dos? Why not both?
but you still get
Um,
advantage because Jack's on the other side, so that's the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Scritch is gonna do his Channel Divinity Shared Burden on Jack.
Okay, wow. It's about to get real.
Or no, sorry, not that. The Emboldening Bond. My bad. Sorry, wrong thing. Yeah, Scritch is gonna do his Emboldening Bond. So Jack, as long as we're within 30 feet, the creature can roll a d4 and add the number roll to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw it makes. Each creature can add the d4 no more than once per turn. Lasts
Okay.
for an hour. So that is my action. And then Scritch is gonna do shit, wrong fucking page. Healing word on himself.
Nice.
Or no, not healing word. Shit, never mind. He's gonna do Toll the Dead. I lied. So, alright, no, he's not gonna.
You're
do
gonna
that
do
either.
Toll of the Dead?
You know what? Never mind. Scritch is just gonna end his turn.
Jesus.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Are you all right, man? Do you want to take a few
No,
minutes?
sorry, lie. No, he's gonna do healing word. Final answer.
okay.
Wait,
Is that your
Seriously?
final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Are
Final
you
answer
sure?
is healing
Final
word
answer.
for 200. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got healing word. All right.
Sorry.
So no, it's okay. I really enjoyed that. I felt like we had a moment there.
I couldn't figure my shit out for a second.
Yes,
Scritch is gonna heal for 6. And now I shall end.
All
Are
right.
you sure?
Yes, final answer, Regis.
prize bonus action and
Damn it.
Right.
All right. So Scritch is getting ready. He's getting powered up, and while that's going on, you see right before your guys' turn ends, you can see that the captain is now about to fully transform on his turn. But before that happens, we'll actually jump back over to the boat group.
Boat group?
I'm on a boat.
And
Before we
Going fast.
get into
Hey,
the-
canonical peak game tells me to Afghan.
what, Rubik?
I was just gonna say that there's a Russian musical based on the Dragonlance series of D&D books. I just found out about. It's pretty great. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that update, Rubik. Back to you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break real quick. So you guys, if you need to do anything real quick again, sorry about that, but I just need to take a break personally, really quick. Give me 10 minutes, and I'll be right back with you guys.
10 minutes.
You can actually, Dan, if you want to talk to everybody about what you just found out, please, you have the floor.
Sure. Let me allow you to read this article to you about the amazing musical that is Russian Dragonlance interpretation.
Okay.
Okay.
The musical is inspired by the Dragonlance Legends trilogy by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. And it's just about everything you would expect it to be. This, The Last Trial, a fantasy musical by Anton Krugolov and Elena Konpira, the lyricist. And while the performance was 3 years ago in another country, you can watch it in its entirety today. As you might imagine from the set and the mics and the strobe effects and fog effects, it rests heavily on the rock opera end of the musical spectrum, is packaged with show-stopping numbers, songs that embody some of the great moments and conflicts of the books, and driving beats like this one. See the YouTube link. This musical is amazing, and thanks to the work of some very dedicated fans, the musical has been subtitled in English for those of you that don't speak Russian.
While there is no current plans to bring the musical overseas, you really ought to enjoy it. It is Raceland at his broadiest. Broodiest. That's the word. And it is wonderful. If you're interested in learning more or following along with the latest translation works, check out the something Facebook page.
Okay. Crickets. Or rather, seagulls.
Water crickets.
Coin? Is that you? Oh no! All right, he's dead.
Dying.
Dead.
Possibly dead.
Probably both.
I'm sure
Dead on
he's
the
taken
inside.
over whatever section of hell he went to.
Dead on the inside.
Aren't we all dead on the inside?
Working on
Yes?
it.
Technically, our outermost layer of skin is the deadest part of us.
Huh. You've never seen my soul.
That's assuming that you have
True.
one.
Oof. Ouch, my non-existent feelings.
Mm-hmm.
If I had feelings, they would be hurt.
Be lying on the floor bleeding.
Mm.
Kuuretsu should share her artwork with the stream
Should have it earlier, I thought.
while we're waiting for the return of.
The
No,
king.
yeah, we got some new people in. Might as well.
Sure. Give me a second. I'm trying to finish something really quick on it.
I'm gonna get something to snack on. Oh,
I don't actually know how Bashier is like dressed or not dressed.
so the image that I use is pretty much about what he would be wearing, save for a few more leather straps and stuff to hold bags and like a quiver on his back and crap like that. And then, like, his normal default look for his ghillie suit is pretty much a ghillie suit. Like, you know, that's what his armor looks like when he's wearing. Ooh.
Things confusing. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. This is too difficult for me to figure out because apparently I plugged in my monitors in the wrong order. This is fine. Things. This goes here.
We're gonna have this big thing where it's like, oh my gosh, a demon's spawning. He's gonna destroy out the town. Zoom over to the ship. No, so you need to cut here. That's how you get his flank off.
Oh yes, of course. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without completely fucking over everything.
What are you trying to do?
Keep changes. Display 3 is duplicating display. Keep change. But this is difficult, guys. There. There. Now it shows up. Is it more of a jagged broken horn?
So it kind of snapped off, so it was kind of a little jagged, and then he found a orc tusk that kind of fit right on it. So it's kind of like jammed into place and held in place with a little bit of extra twine to make it even.
Okay.
And I can't believe I forgot, he does have like little bone charms and pins and medallions and stuff across all of like, his leather stuff. So
That's too much detail.
I figure. We're gonna do it.
Hi, Henry. Where are you going?
What do you want? Get out of here.
What?
Sorry if you heard that. Wanda's picking on me. Go away.
Pick on him more.
What's Shalabi mean? Do you know what that means?
Hmm?
Is it a Beijing name? I don't know.
I don't know what you said.
Shalabi or something like that.
No, I don't know.
Probably pronouncing it wrong. Being mean to me.
Hmm.
All right.
Everybody's break glorious.
I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Is everybody else good to go?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
We got Phoenix back, or is he
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just on my phone because I'm
munching
waiting
on some
dinner
food?
to be done.
Ah, you're waiting for dinner. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the oven to go off, but I am here.
Right on, right on. All right, so we will continue back off with the boat group. We've got Rubik up on top with a couple of the other recruits, and Bashier was heading down with their new hostage and the Highlander. And Marco's going to go check on Dev. You got Vree, the Orc, Godfrey, and Elwyn on top of the deck as well, keeping guard. Just in case if any more bandits wish to come. They're also taking care of the bodies and kind of cleaning up a little bit. And with the last initiative order, Bashier will start off with you. Since you got one of the highest initiative, you got a nat 20 on your initiative roll for this evening. So you are heading down to go drop off this guy, and you're gonna leave him with the boy. You said, correct?
If I remember correctly, we decided to lock him in the captain's quarters since it is an empty room with with only one exit.
All right. So actually, that's not very far. I'll say you just do that. You lock him up, and the Highlander's going to actually use. He has a set of manacles, and he's also going to tie his legs with rope.
Bashier is just going to cut off any. He's going to leave the guy, his underwear, but he'll cut off any clothes so he can't hide anything on him.
And the Highlander looks at you and he says, "If you would like, I will stay here with him in the room in case he tries anything funny. Those big windows, they're like big stained glass windows, decorative windows, could easily be broken through. I'll make sure he doesn't move or get any bright ideas as he looks to you."
Bashir's going to nod at him. Once he awakes, try to send word without leaving him alone.
"I will not kill him. I will get some information from him." The Highlander smiles.
Wait for us before gaining information. Just let us know when he awakes and is able to talk.
Information's my name, my friend. I'm a Harper agent for a reason. He smiles at you. "Trust me, I will get information. But I will also let you know," as he smiles. And you can see he's very eager for this guy to wake up.
Bashir's just going to have like a slightly inquisitive look on his face, like, okay. But he, judging by the reaction of the rest of the group, they probably know this guy. It seems like they were interacting with him like on a friendly basis, so he'll trust him for now. But he's like a little wary at how happy this guy is for torture, is what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he'll exit the room and he'll start heading towards the door where Dev is kept.
All right, so you go mid-deck, and you are on your way there to go meet up with Dev. Rubik, what would you like to do as you're standing on top of the deck? And I believe you're still kind of looking upon the horizon, and you're messing with the Mangonel?
Yeah, so I'm just talking to Godfrey. And I was just like,
Yes, that too. You guys were catching up.
oh, and then he stuck me with that dagger in the back, and I just cut him in half. It was great. So
Godfrey laughs very stoically, and just kind of smiles at you.
So what news of the temple?
The news does well, my friend. We've built it up and have many followers now, many patrons, and many who follow the true law and order of the world. It is a great gift to see the people join. But I am sad to have to have left, but glad at the same time. Adventure always calls my name, and I have always been very, very honored to fight alongside the Bone Collectors, especially your group, Rubik.
Leave the temples to the clerics, I say. The paladins have to show the force to the world.
And he's going to kind of just like pat his sword as he's cleaning it off. Well said, brother. Well said. What of your other comrades? I have not seen the bird or the small timid one that stutters.
Well, they're no longer with us, although the timid one is alive and back in Grieven and is undergoing his own trials, putting together another wing section of the Bone Collectors, I suppose, another office
Chapter.
chapter. You know, all the same thing.
All the same, yeah.
But I fear the bird is lost to us. Sacrificed
shame.
himself to close a portal into the abyss.
He always had whispers of evil surrounding him. I prayed for his soul.
Yeah. Well, while he was around, I prayed for my coin purse.
He just kind of chuckles at that. Oh, we lost Eric. Yeah. So
Yeah,
while you're chatting it up, you see the orc over here. He's just kind of overhearing you, or like kind of eavesdropping on your conversation, and he looks to you, Rubik, and he says, "Dwarf, how many have you killed?"
Well, we don't really keep count.
Huh. That is what weaklings say when they do not have many kills.
I look at Godfrey.
Godfrey's just going to shake his head at that comment that the orc made.
Well, what's your number, orc?
I've killed 72.
Sounds like a good year.
He kind of snarls at you and just waves his hand at you like he's done with you, and then goes over here and sits down. Godfrey just kind of laughs. Is he a new member as well?
Well, he's part of the crew, I suppose. For the ship, anyway. He's not a bone collector. He's more, mercenary on loan. On loan to the mercenary. It's complicated.
Godfrey just kind of laughs and nods his head as he understands where you're coming from. Do not worry, a sellsword are all the same to me. You do not need to explain. He nods his head. I will pray for his soul as well, as he just keeps cleaning off his blade. Rubik, is there anything else you'd like to do as you're interacting with Godfrey, or do you want to do something else?
Kind of look over my shoulder into like the horizon and just keep like, how long has it been since like everybody's kind of abandoned ship?
It's been about an hour.
Is there been any?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Since everybody's left, a half hour, like Jack and Rask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about a half hour.
All right. Well, Godfrey, if you don't mind having a man of the faith such as yourself, I'll be just a few minutes. Just need to drop something in town.
Of course, I will keep an eye on the ship as if it was my own. He smiles with glee. Be safe out there and don't cause too much trouble now. And he winks at you, Rubik, and just goes back to cleaning his sword and singing and humming a tune.
No promises. Just don't kill our orc friend. He needs to work on his number.
Yes, it is important to him.
I just kind of nod and walk down the gangplank up to the dock.
All right.
And
where would you like to go?
I had intended to go to like the postmaster or
Okay.
the equivalent of.
Okay. All right, so you start making your way. You do remember that their scouts office, the where they get their information and their basically like messengers and things like that that come back and forth. You remember seeing that outpost right near the town hall.
So I'll kind of like, I guess, jog that way. So I'm not just
Okay.
walking. I just kind of like get there so I can get back to the ship.
Okay. As you're getting off, a lot of the fishermen are standing on the dock staring at you guys, kind of in awe of what happened. As they're still seeing bodies being eaten by the creatures in the ocean. And as you're walking, they all start parting away from you, and they just look terrified of you. And
I give them a
as
nice
you walk past-
bloody smile.
as you walk past, a couple of them actually step forward, and they say, "Thank you, my friend, for getting rid of the bandits and the pirates. All of them, in fact. There are still a few down at the Slippery Sailor, though. The warden have cut them off from any reinforcements, and there's still some commotion. I believe your friends are there now."
So they're all dead.
It would seem so. You saved us.
No,
So did the warden.
Where is the warden?
They are outside the Slippery Sailor. They've cut off any other reinforcements or anyone from leaving. They were letting your men handle the situation from there. They did not want to intervene.
I kind of. I'm sorry for that. Maybe if there's any children nearby the Silver Sailor, you should cover their ears.
Of course, the area is very kept clear from the warden, but I just wanted to thank you again, my friend. Here, and they're going to offer you some wrapped up fish.
I don't really have a place to put it. Perhaps donate it to your local temple.
All right. And they all kind of look at each other, and I'm assuming you're just going to kind of jog past them.
Yeah, I'll take like one piece and I'll just gnaw on it as I like.
Okay.
I have to run. I need to. Yeah. Yep. Just like jog away.
All right. You do so. Roll a persuasion check before you leave to see how they take all that.
Persuasion check. Oh god. Hold on.
Okay. They take to it quite well, and they say, "God bless you. God bless the bone collectors," and they obviously thank you for your services and what you guys have done for their town, and the fishermen especially, since they've obviously been affected greatly by these pirates. So it's a big relief for you guys to have taken care of these guys for them. It means a lot more to them than you'd probably realize. So as you start jogging past them into the town, the sun's pretty high up in the sky now. Everything's pretty well lit. A lot of the townsfolk are around. You can see that they're all gathered around the Slippery Sailor, but with good spacing from the warden, kind of spacing everyone out, kind of like a crime scene in a sense. Obviously, social distancing included. No, I'm just kidding. But they do have everything. It looks like everything pretty much handled from there. You even see Ivan's cousins standing out there with the rest of the warden. Then they're all kind of standing and waiting for anything to happen, waiting to go in there if they need to. But they're kind of listening and more or less discussing things of what to do when things do happen. And as it's going on, Rubik, as you're approaching the Slippery Sailor, you see that there are actually a couple dead bodies outside the door there. And upstairs, you actually see a window opening up, and you see a gentleman coming out of the window of the top floor. He seems to be a bandit, and you can hear him screaming, "Get me out of here! He's gonna kill me with fire!" And you hear him screaming as he's starting to try to climb down the window and down the Slippery Sailor.
Can I get?
And he'll be over here. He'll end up over here, right outside the stables.
Well, as he climbs down, could I get underneath him?
Yeah, you as you start to break through the crowd and head towards the Slippery Sailor, you actually see a halfling stop you. "Whoa there, my friend! Oh, you're a bone collector. You must be here to help your friends. Your lizard folk friend and your warforged friend ran in there to help them. You should get going." And one of the wardens screams. He says, "We have a runaway!" And they point to the guy from the window. And you just kind of, I'm assuming you just want to brush past this halfling.
I just give him a wink and just to keep on. I pick up my pace.
Okay.
So I'm moving at full speed to.
You do the Rubik and move right past him in the same. You kind of do a spin move around his question, and you run over towards the guy who's trying to climb down, and you end up right below him. And he's still having a hard time climbing down.
Oh, so
Let's see.
I wanted to like stand under him if possible,
Yeah.
and then.
Okay. He's climbing down, and he's finally out at the window, and as he's climbing down, you're right below him.
Okay, and then so the tattoo on my back glows, and a giant arrow appears in my hand, and then becomes 3, and I launch them at him. And so there's 3 separate attack rolls, straight rolls. 1, 2, 3. Do any of those hit? 16, 19, 12?
16 and the 19 hit. The 12 does not.
Okay. When it strikes him, it pushes him back 10 feet per strike. So
Okay.
he gets propelled 20 feet in the air and takes 68 damage.
Okay. All right. Well, he'll also fall. If you push him up 20 feet in the air, he will fall 50 feet down.
So 16 plus fall damage.
Which will be 5d10.
This poor guy.
You want me to roll it, or you got it?
No, you can roll the 5d10.
He was just trying to leave.
So 30.
Okay. So you launch these 2 bolts, one misses, and you just see him go, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" And he just hits the ground and just smacks, and you just see blood, and just he just sounds like a pancake just as he hits the ground.
Okay, wait.
And
does he bounce?
he kind of bounces a little bit.
Oh, nice.
You hear a very loud thud, and he's just dead as a doornail. Not much left. You can see that there's a pool of blood kind of surrounding him as it's now exiting his body onto the ground, and the nice soft soil of Ula is soaking it up. So yeah, he's dead.
I turn around to the halfling that I passed. I say, I think they're winning, and I give him a thumbs up, and I just continue to the postmaster.
And a lot of the wardens start laughing as you just run away from the slippery sailor and start running the other way. And then as they start laughing, they stop as they see you not helping your allies but running in a different direction.
Oh, don't mind me. I've got an errand to run. Clear the way. Clear.
And they all start to separate, and you leave. You leave the area. You leave the scene. Even the townsfolk are all starting to wonder, what was that? Why is he leaving? Where is he going? And you hear them starting to whisper to each other, but you're just continuing to run. You don't really, you're not really paying too much mind to them, as you want to get to the postmaster as fast as you can. And with that, we will actually go back to Bashier real quick, because he's actually heading down to the mid deck to go talk to Dev. Sorry, not mid deck, the lower deck. All right, Bashier, you are down below in the same hallway where Lady Julia is sitting in the corner, or standing in the corner, just kind of keeping guard, and she sees you approaching, and she smiles and she says, "All is good, Master Bashier. You have nothing to worry about."
Well, the same. Sorry. Well, the same. I wish to speak with Div.
Of course, she bows her head.
Does this door have like a barred window?
No. It does have a little wooden slide door that you can use from the top or bottom for a plate of food, or for just to have your eyes peek through. Or if you're small, you could use the one for food as well for your own eyes.
I was gonna say, you're probably just gonna look up, look down, and then just sort of, I guess, sit on the ground to be eye level.
Right.
And look through it and just see what Dev's up to.
All right. You open up the door and you can see that Dev is standing there, and he kind of notices you open the door, and he slowly stops what he's doing. What looks to be as he was fixing his hair, and he stops and says, "Oh, there, Bashier. Is all the party over? I heard a lot of commotion upstairs."
The bandits attacking the ship have been dealt with, and Rebecca has gone to, I assume, or wait, no, I wouldn't know Rebecca's left. Meh, sorry. And the others have gone to make sure that the city is safe. I have some time to speak with you before the others arrive.
Oh, well, this sounds interesting. He stops what he's doing and walks over to the door very intently.
I do not care what your previous interactions with that boy from the jail cell are. But
Good, finally, someone with a reason. You should tell the others that.
But I do care that he not be released from whatever you have put upon him.
I've done nothing of the sort.
Bashir's just going to stare at him and just like stare daggers at him.
Bashier, my friend, come now. If I had the choice, I would just kill the boy. But I don't wish to kill anyone. Trust me, a swordsman of my level could easily handle a boy of that stature. Trust me, he would be dead if I wanted him to be dead. I don't wish any harm against anyone of the sorts of that. He's just a small farm boy. He's confused. He might have seen someone that looks just like me. He smiles as he steps back. There are a lot who look like me, Bashier. Trust me.
Bashir knows this, but Bashir also knows what a mental curse can be on certain people. I do not know which particular thing you have done to the boy to make him hurt whenever he tries to think of his past. And I do think that you would kill him if given the chance. Probably for fun or something of that sort. But I also think that you have put this curse upon him because it seems more fun to you, or because he might know something of you that would cause us to kill you on the spot.
Well, those are all very good deductions, my friend. You are very smart, as always. But, again, I could have killed him when I had the chance. He tried killing me. I don't know what happened to him. He went insane after our first interaction. He actually almost killed me at the second time we met. If it wasn't for the warden saving me, I would have probably been dead from his own hands. Which is why I ask, we should take him off the ship, because if he gets loose, he will come and kill me. He'll probably kill that beautiful lady outside the door there. And I mean very beautiful, by the way, and Julia just kind of like, just scoffs at him. She's very difficult to talk to. She doesn't really respond to Bashier. Can I have a different bodyguard, please? Someone else who will talk to me. She doesn't talk.
Bashir's just been smiling for like the last few seconds that Dev's been laughing. And he's just going to like lean a bit closer towards the door. Hey, tell Bashir, why do you fear the boy? With a big grin on his face.
Well, the boy wishes to kill me amongst anything. He's even hurt himself.
Yes, but the townsfolk wished to kill you, and you did not fear them. I sense fear in you.
Truly, yes. The boy is psychotic. He wishes nothing but to kill me. He literally has nothing left to lose, Bashier. Would you not be afraid of someone who only wished to kill you, and that is all their life was left for?
Not if the boy...
Certainly, you must have something in mind of the sort, or it creeps in the back of your mind. Trust me, just having that little annoyance, I just don't wish to kill him. He's a boy. I just don't understand why he wants to kill you. I tell you, it must be someone else you must be mistaken with, Master Bashier. Not I. I wish to start over a new leaf. I wish to change. I was trying to travel back to Faerun until they caught me. Well, saved my life, I should say. But that boy caught me in the town of Ula. With my guard down, I was actually using the bathroom, and he got me with my pants down.
I believe, with the expert swordsman you are, and I have seen you fight, so you cannot deny your skills.
Yes, I do have skills.
But I believe that you would easily be able to best the boy, even if he came at you with a sword and you had nothing upon yourself.
But you see, whatever the boy was wielding was no blade. It was some sort of magic, and then disappeared. So whatever's tempting him or cursing him, it must be something to do with that blade that he was able to wield out of thin air. Talk to him. Find out for yourself. Trust me. The
Is
boy's
there a-
psychotic and crazy. He's going to kill me. If you leave us on the ship together, I guarantee you, you will lose your navigator. As he just kind of tilts his nose up in the air. I'm just warning you. I'm just trapped in here, and he just holds up the manacles and shakes them.
Bashir's going to just like tap his claw on the floor. You said he had some sort of magical weapon.
Yes?
What did it look like to you?
It
You
looked
are
like
very.
it looked like a long sword made of purple essence of some sort, like a warlock's blade of some sort. Or,
Bashir has seen Rask's like spiritual weapon thing.
correct.
Would Bashir be able to put two and two together from whatever Dev describes?
You can kind of see that could happen. That there you've seen weapons appear like that before. You've seen magic that can do that, so you can believe it. Trust me, whatever this boy has, it's beyond me. I'm not the one who put the curse on him. I wish I could put curses on people like that. That I would put it on you, wouldn't I?
You would do that to Bashir? I have been nothing but friendly.
But what I'm saying, Bashir, is if I wish to get out of here and not be, treated as such after I've helped you all, then I would have just done it to all of you and cursed you all. But I have not. I'm friendly. I wish to just show you all that I will help you freely. You don't have to keep me as a hostage. I will help you get to Faerun.
The hostage situation is to keep the people of the city at ease while we are here. I do not think they would be happy with us if they saw you running aboard the top deck after you are scheduled to be executed, I believe today.
Yes, actually, just a few hours ago, actually. I'm very happy that I wasn't me, and it was that old thief that was caught the other day. I heard his feet kicking after they pulled the rope. He just starts smiling. I bet he lived for about a couple seconds after, and then he died. He had what was coming to him. He was a very mean person in jail, too. He always spit at me. And the boy was crazy. Trust me, the whole situation was horrible, Bashir. Just let me out when we leave. How about that? You'll let me out?
That is my intention. You will be guarded.
It is your attention. He runs to the door. Are you serious, Bashir? You're not lying to me.
You are no good as a navigator in this room. I agree with you on that. But
That
at this
is what
present,
Marco said. You both of you are so smart.
but at the
I'm
present
so
time, there is no point in having you up on the top deck. And as I said, you are a negative. You are a negative appearance for us.
Of course. I'm not good for your reputation. I understand. I will stay down here like a good boy with my manacles on. I will sit down here, be very good, and I will wait for your return as we sail off, and I am then free to navigate. And I promise you I'll be so good, Bashir. I guarantee you I will not do anything wrong. I will even do more than what I'm supposed to. I'll help clean the deck. I'll fold laundry. I'll tell you all great stories. I'm a good cook. I can cook.
If Bashier can cook, and the deck swapping will probably be left to the boy to give him something to do so that he does not think of killing you.
Oh, all right. Well, as long as we're not seeing each other, then.
I will attempt to keep him on the I will attempt to keep him on the lower decks, seeing as how you must be on the upper decks to do your job.
Perfect. That is genius again, Bashier. Genius again. Did you hear that, Julia? All genius! As he shouts to her, and she just again scoffs at him.
Bashir's gonna take his face away so that Dev can't see. Just look over at Julia and roll his eyes.
Yeah, he's going to kind of peek his eyes out the slot, and he says, Lady Julia, maybe perhaps you'll talk to me more often. And now that Bashier said I'll be out of this brig pretty soon, I'll be able to talk to you. We can have a date, maybe the moonlight on the ship. Rubik can slay creatures in the background. It would be beautiful.
1 second. My headset's dying. Give me 2 seconds.
No worries. Take your time. And he's just going to keep trying to talk to Julia as she's going to slam the slot now as she's done talking to him. She looks down at you, though, Bashier, with kind of hesitation, or not kind of hesitation. There is hesitation and kind of doubt in her voice. I don't think it would be a good idea to let him go at all. He doesn't seem... I don't like him. I don't trust him. I don't think he is telling the truth. There is something more to him.
Bashir's going to... he's tiny, so he's a long time ago given up trying to actually put his hand on people's shoulders, so like he just puts it on like their shin. But,
she'll actually lean down to talk to you, so you're not like cracking your neck to look up at her.
if he can, he'll put his hand on the shoulder then, and on her shoulder then, and then he'll just be like sort of motion with his head towards the stairs to go up to like the mid deck.
Okay,
Like
she'll
away
follow.
away from the door for now.
And he hears you guys walking. Where are you going? Why are you leaving me both? But where are you both going? And he's just you could see she's already closed the slot, so you can't see.
Bashir's just got a
Julia!
smile on his face as he.
Julia, come back and talk to me. And the door shuts, and she just starts like a breath of fresh air. Oh my gosh, he is a handful. I cannot stand him. He nonstop talks.
I believe.
What is it, Master?
I believe Dev has other intentions.
Of course he
Although-
does. When I was in the tower interrogating him, he did nothing but lie the entire time. You could see it coming through his teeth.
Yes, I do not disagree with that. He seems to lie more than he tells the truth, but all lies contain a kernel of truth. I am interested to see if this weapon that the boy manifested is potentially part of the curse. I also think that he will have nowhere to go once we are far away from the shore.
Agreed. She smiles.
And
Shall I go back to my post then?
yes, you may be rest assured that once we are away from the shore, you may keep far away from him if you wish.
I would actually prefer to keep an eye on him. I still don't trust him, and I know the moment I do let my guard down, he will take advantage again.
We have
He was my responsibility as a warden, and I think it's still my duty. Fate has interacted, and we are to travel together. I will still watch him, she smiles, if that is okay with you, Master Bashier.
If you so choose, I simply think that we have more spiritually inclined individuals who have just arrived on deck, on the top deck, to aid us. I believe another paladin or two. I was not able to get properly acquainted before the attack.
Do you speak of another paladin? No. Oh, we have more members that have joined us. I was not aware. I've been down here for so long. She kind of laughs. Well, that is good news. I'm glad there are more of us. There are more bone collectors to join us, or are they just new recruits, Master Bashier?
I believe that they identified themselves as bone collectors. One is a old friend from the last place that Bashier lived.
The Ember Forest, correct? That's what you told me before.
Yeah, Bashier lived in the Ember Forest for a long time. Spent the last
Amazing.
few months or so in Akron. A friend from there. She is
That is
young.
wonderful.
She's young and she's headstrong, and I wish that if you could, she needs a female role model. I tried to mentor her, but I believe she is trying to prove herself, and she's being foolhardy in doing so.
Yes, we were all young once, weren't we? She smiles. And when she says that, she actually tilts her head, and you can see a large scar extending down from her left ear, down her jawbone, down her neck. You can see it's a very large scar. It looks like someone slashed her. I also thought that, but I will talk to her. What is her name?
She is called Tink. She is a small gnome girl. She is fairly young, at least.
How lovely. I will
Yeah.
be glad to talk to her for you, Master Bashier.
She
Is there anything else that I can do for you, though?
Keep yourself sane and try to tune out Dev.
Of course. He will not break me. She smiles. I will go back to my duties. She bows again and is going to smile for the bone collectors, and she's going to walk back into the room. Like she's going to kind of let off a sigh of putting on her stress armor and then going back into that room. And as soon as you hear the door open, you just hear Dev singing, "Please, oh please, spare me, please." And she just shuts the door, and you can just hear it now like muffles.
Sheer is going to head straight for where the boy was because he's concerned that nobody else currently knows that he can summon weapons.
Okay, right? You're like, this is new information. I'm gonna go make sure we know about this information. So you hurry to the boy as fast as you can. Actually, you're moving pretty quickly. You want to go on all fours?
Yeah, he'll skitter across the ground.
Okay, yeah, you move quite quickly. And with that, we will actually now go back up to the other gang at the Slippery Sailor. We'll start off with Ivan and Junkie at the top of the stairs.
Do they get a turn? They did not get a turn yet.
No, that's true. The one guy is blinded. I already rolled for him. The other guy has one leg. He's
And if he's standing, he is on my ice.
yes, he has to roll that for that as well. The other guy is still prone and he fell as well. This guy rolled and he's still standing.
What a badass.
So yeah, so everybody's actually still where they are, but the blind guy is actually back too. He's trying to get away. And the woman is now pushing over or she's kind of stepping over this dead fellow, and she's trying to run past this guy. She's actually going to use a shove attack.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which would that? Oh, is he the one?
He's the one with the one leg on the stairs and on the ice. She fell though on the ice while shoving him on the ice.
She doesn't get she automatically succeeds on her save because she's not hostile to me.
Okay, then she rolled a 3, so that's good actually. She got really bad. So the guy gets shoved. She still stands on the ice then, and he's gonna get shoved. He's gonna slide down the ice, and it's gonna be momentum, and he's gonna go all the way down the stairs and hit the stage right at the bottom here. And with that, he's actually going to break his neck on the impact. Like, it's just going to slam his neck, and he looks like a broken action figure at this point.
Ooh. I'm going to say to the woman, "Quick, run downstairs. I have allies down there."
Okay.
And I'm gonna
she's just gonna start running and crying as she's running past you and Junkie.
I'm gonna hope she just forgets my face.
With that, the guy on the ground tries to grab at her, but he can't reach her. Get back here, you!
No, and I kind of just like kick his hand away from her. I wish you wouldn't have let it come to this. I gave you the opportunity to give up. Are you seriously still threatening me?
The daggers will get revenge on you.
Really? Can you send them all, please? Can we just make this faster? It'd be so much easier if I could just take you all out now.
The blind fellow in the back says, "Retreat!"
Where are you even going?
He's just running into a wall. He's feeling around for anything.
God, you guys infuriate me. And I'm going to ready a psychic, or not ready a psychic bomb. I will concoct a psychic bomb and throw it at the one beneath me.
Okay.
Advantage because he's prone.
Yes, because he is prone. Yeah, that ice is his mortal enemy, pretty much. It's kept him down for 4 rounds.
If the target's prone, it's advantage
22.
for ranged attacks.
Yeah, he took advantage.
No, disadvantage for ranged attacks.
Oh, it is disadvantage?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I still got a 22 because they were both 13s.
It's a disadvantage unless you're within 5 feet, right?
Well, no, just ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Overall, yeah.
Prone. And if you're within 5 feet and you make a melee attack, then you get advantage.
That is true.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. So I just get straight disadvantage. Either way, it's a 22.
Yeah, it would be straight disadvantage. Yeah, I believe I believe what I remember. I'll look it up again.
About melee. And not
One
ranged.
moment. Or I'm sorry, did you just look it up, Rubik?
I just looked it up on the Roll21, and it says it specifically says an attack roll within 5 feet.
Okay, if that's the case, then so.
I mean, that would negate itself then, so it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
It says otherwise the attack roll has disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that would just be it. So it's nonetheless it's still 22. Oh yeah, you definitely dropped the bomb on him, literally.
7 damage.
Okay. He's not dead. He's hurting though.
Ugh. Fine. And I will do another one. Oh shit. Okay, well that happened. Did we determine if that was a straight roll? Okay, I didn't remember.
Which one?
I'm still fairly certain that you get advantage.
The first set of damage, but a
Yes.
25, so 9 damage.
As it's red right there, I would say yes.
Well, ranged attacks also have disadvantage when you're in a square
doesn't
threatened by a
say
melee
that.
creature. No, in the combat section, when you're in melee with a creature, you have disadvantage on a ranged attack.
Even if they're prone.
Well, I mean, they're
Okay.
still threatening it, then yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So then it would just be a straight roll.
So a natural 1.
Thank you for clearing that up, guys. I appreciate that. So natural 1, yeah. So after that, are you gonna do anything with Junkie?
I didn't take damage, and I'm at max temp health. Let's use my bonus action and move Junkie up to here.
Okay. You guys are kind of making a little wall right now, trying to keep anybody else from going down.
Mm-hmm.
He easily walks on your ice. It's kind of weird to see. Like you almost want to tell him not to, but you see him walking on your ice as if it's regular ground.
More.
And Junkie moves right on up as he starts walking up the stairs, and the blind guy is still stumbling around, and now Junkie is locked on to his next target.
And I will end.
All right, we will now head over to the Stable Boys group. The gentleman that is transforming the captain of this group in particular has completely ripped off his human clothes and skin that he was wearing. And you now see a large devil-looking creature standing in front of you with barbs kind of poking out of him and spikes here and there. He looks very sharp all over. Like if you got close to him, it would hurt if he hugged you. Let's just put it that way. So as he transforms, he stands at about 8.5 foot tall, a little over 8.5 foot tall, and he's wielding no weapons but 2 large, slender hands with jagged claws serrating at each end that are curved just enough that you could tell that he can hook people or grab them. He has a large tail with several spikes that stick out of all over. It's just like a giant pine cone Christmas tree of a tail that looks like it whips back and forth furiously as it defends its back end from being attacked. It's very angry, very standoffish with all of you, and you can see that Jack, as it's standing off with you particularly, even though it looks like it's facing Scritch, you can see that it's getting ready to swing on you. But before it does, it's going to. It looks like it's going to spit something up on you. Roll a dexterity saving throw, or you will take half damage.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
I thought he was going to need a nat 20, but it went to a 2 to a 12. So yeah, he tries to spit acid at you, and you pretty much just, in almost like one quick movement, you stand fully to the side and just like almost as if some people like suck in their gut, but you obviously can't. You just kind of stand to the side, and it whizzes right past your body, barely touching you. Like it a little bit gets on your tunic and kind of makes like a little hole, but it goes right into the ground and starts dissolving the wooden floor right behind you and your feet. Rask, you see this acid just rips right through the floorboards and just rips up wood chips like that hit the ceiling pretty much of how hard the impact from the acid was. The creature just hisses, and you can see its tail start swinging back and forth, and Scritch, it kind of turns its head slightly towards you and is going to whip his tail at you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be 12.
Miss.
All right. You just kind of step back very nonchalantly as if it was a very slow attack, and you're kind of like, okay, whatever. I don't gotta worry about this guy. You see that the devil-looking creature hisses at the audacity of him missing you, and just is getting very riled up that you were all over the place. You can see he's just getting annoyed at the fact that you're surrounding him. And he's actually going to try to move right here. Jack, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Would I get advantage on that because he's flanked or no?
when he's moving here, there's no longer flanking since he's still not he's still in both of your attack zones. Moving here would then give you the attack opportunity, but Scritch would have to be over here in order for that to happen. So
you still get advantage because nobody's made a melee attack or an attack on him yet, and I still have the guiding bolt effect.
So you will get advantage because of that. Yes.
Huzzah. So the first one would be a 19. Do I need to roll again or no?
Yes, you do.
27 to hit.
That is a hit. That is a hard hit.
Okay. So he'll take 15 damage.
Okay.
Also
How do you?
with, real
Are you Thunderous Smite also, right?
well, yeah, but I also have Sentinel, so
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Okay.
mention-
So he will not move away. He will stay right where he was. Right where he is, and he's going to stay kaput right there. Where do you attack him though? Descriptively wise, where are you going for?
so he was facing me, right?
Correct. Yeah, he was facing you with his tail kind of towards Scritch, and you can see his tail's very ambidextrous within the point of where it seems to almost have its own mind in doing very good control of keeping things away and using it as like a third arm.
I'll hack at him like in his like shoulder as he like turns to move away.
Okay, your axe lays right into it, and this purple ooze just kind of jolts down your axe blade and rolls down the handle onto you. It doesn't burn or anything like that, but it smells horrible.
Quick question.
Yes.
Since I did have Thunderous Smite like readied, does that like proc it or?
It would proc on your next hit after you cast it.
Yep, so it would because it's attack of opportunity. That's your next technical hit.
Okay. So it deals an extra 2d6, and then he has to make a strength saving throw. So he takes 6 damage. And then he has to make a strength saving throw of 17.
Okay, he will get advantage.
Boo.
Okay, natural 20.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he makes the strength saving throw.
Yeah, if not, he would have been pushed 10 feet away and then knocked prone.
Into the fruit baskets, then Scritch would have had a field day. He would be able to get a free dinner and kill the devil.
Wait, so does? Never mind. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, if you wanted whatever you wanted to say, I'm curious.
No, I was wondering if I was trying to remember if it is him like actually leaving the attack range that provokes attack of opportunity for Sentinel, but it doesn't actually say. It's a normal attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Leaves
Yeah.
your threatened area, I think. So he'd have to move like outside of your 15 feet or 10 feet or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, so would it be the range of your weapon then, based on that, instead of the range of your character, like the 5 foot?
It's your threatened area.
Yeah.
So that would be your range of weapon, or your actual where you could be
Range of
attacked.
weapon.
Range of weapon. Okay. So then
For melee.
he would have actually been able to walk this way, but not go any further because the attack still would have landed in the sense of everything.
Well, it would prevent him from leaving that square.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So he would have gotten there and then stopped, right?
No.
No.
He
So-
would've-
Well, that's a 10-foot range. So
No, he has. No.
oh no, it's a great
That
axe. So it's
doesn't
only
have
5 foot. I apologize.
Yeah, I have the reach.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Normally when I see Sentinel, it's usually paired with Polearm Mastery. So I apologize.
That's okay. It is confusing.
No, it's not confusing. I just confuse myself because I usually see that paired. It's just I did it myself. No big deal. I just completely forgot. It's usually a really OP combo, but I forgot that Jack uses a great axe.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
it specifies when a hostile creature you can see moves out of your reach.
Okay, so yeah, if it had been a 10-foot reach weapon, that's where we would have gone. That's what I was trying to get at. But he stays right there then. So yeah, all is good. So after that, so that was the attack of opportunity. He tried moving away. That's going to be the end of his turn. It will be the start of your guys' turn. So starting off will be, I believe it was Jack, and then Rask, then Scritch, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna move down, like here,
Okay.
and then I'll swing at him.
Okay.
So so 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
That the D4 was for Gates's thing. I can't remember what it's
bond.
called.
Emboldening
Yeah, the bond.
Okay, the bond.
So he'll take 13 damage, and you're damn right I'm going to throw a smite on that.
Gosh, Rask, you have Sentinel, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, both of you guys with Sentinel is.
Yeah. It's gonna be,
That's
it's gonna
so
be
Thinking about
mean.
picking it up too.
Oh yeah, Ivan with Sentinel.
Scritch has it too.
Oh my god.
I do get a feat next level.
Oh god. Yeah, everybody
We
just
all
has
do.
Sentinel. I just imagine the boss will never leave.
Is he count as an undead or a fiend?
He is a fiend.
Ooh, extra 1d8. Sick.
Roll it.
That's my line, Caleb. Roll it.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm really excited.
So 22. So
22?
22 plus 13, so 35.
Wowza. Yeah, that's laying on some damage. All right. You smack him hard across the chest. You can see that you rip open a large wound, and this bright light just kind of bursts out of it, and a bunch of blood splatters all over you and Scritch as he's trying to step back. And the large devil hisses at you, and within a very evil, demonic-sounding voice, fiendish-sounding voice, I should say, he says, "You cannot stop me. I will take your souls, and you will be my slaves."
Scritch stopped you from running one time. He can do it again.
That was but a mere mortal. I am a devil. He smiles.
Skirt will help this time then.
And he just smiles at you while saliva kind of drips from his open jaws as he's trying to kind of unhinge his jaw and get ready to attack you, Scritch. After Jack's turn, it is now Rask's turn.
Whoa,
Rask, you hear all
wait.
this. Oh, wait. Hold the brakes.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. What are you doing?
Vow of Enmity. So I gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0.
For 1 minute?
Yep. 1 full minute. So
All right, starting now.
10 rounds.
Yep. Yeah, I just marked it on him. So if you would like to please keep a counter for yourself as well.
Will do.
Thank you very much. Is that going to be the end of your turn? I apologize.
Yes, that is the
Okay.
end. Sorry.
All right. Take the brakes off, and let's put some gas on there. Rask, it is your turn. Put the pedal to the metal.
Didn't Rask go last?
No, Rask went before me.
Oh.
I rolled
Okay.
a 5, I believe.
Scritch the Lich. Does that sound better?
Maybe.
Rask, you run up. You run up right past Jack, like quickly, and you stand very close to Scritch and get along the wall near the stable right here. You still see the boars frantically looking scared as all this stuff is going on. You can see they're starting to get riled up, and they're going to start running somewhere. But they're just, it's not their turn yet. But you can see that they're very scared as well as you kind of enter the stables again. You're familiar with this room, so you know it's kind of, you know the layout. But you see that the devilish looking creature is being kind of face to face with Jack as Scritch is preparing something, and now you enter the room. What would you like to do?
So I was right here, and that's 15.
Mhm.
I could go here, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I guess Rask is just gonna wait. Do I get this once or twice? I need to remember because I think
No, it's okay.
Do I get giant?
I like that I like what you and Scritch are doing with your turns.
Not
I'm sorry.
remembering what we can do.
It's all I want to do is but wait, keeping me on the edge of my seat.
I can go big again. I realize I can do this twice a day.
You can eat a Chuck twice.
I can be big Rask twice a day.
Well, there we go. Now you can try to match his size. Actually, you'd be taller than him, I believe.
I don't know. Maybe.
He's a little over 8.5.
So I would be 12 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rask goes big. I'm not spiny, but I'm bigger than you.
When you do this, you just kind of overshadow Scritch, and you almost hit the ceiling. Actually, since it's sloped, you're kind of standing in the middle. Any closer towards this side of the room, you'd have to hunch over.
Okay. All right. It does say if I lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change.
No, you have the room. You have just enough room. It peaks at the peak. It's 18 feet. So.
Okay, cool. I'm just barely.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Any taller, probably no, but you're actually pretty good in the stables. The
Great.
bar would have not flown. You actually probably would have either broke through the floor and saw Ivan and his buddies up there.
Hello.
Or you probably wouldn't have changed.
Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't have changed then. But yeah, Rask is gonna take the bonus action to become big Rask, and then take my 2 swings at the devil with the glaive, which I get advantage on because because of Giant's Might. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
It's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That is a hit. Or no, that is a miss.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Aw, I
apologize. I've been
get...
so used to you guys hitting the bandits that I always say hit that I'm not used to saying miss. So I apologize. I'm sorry. It's just
Do I get?
it's gonna take a while to get that out of my system.
I don't get flanking this way, do I?
I would say no. I would say it would have to be here due to the size of the token. That'd be pretty OP. I don't know.
Like otherwise, because
that's
I crossed the token, but probably not enough. I would have to be here, I guess, or here.
I'd say here to get it.
All right.
Or here, where Scritch, since you're opposite of Scritch. So as long as you're opposite of one of them, those would be the 2 spots here or here.
Well,
So you can move. I think you can move here or there.
I actually wouldn't have made it over here. Oh, I can make it over here.
I was gonna say I think you can. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I'll just scoot one more down.
Scoot and boogie right down there. All right.
Scoot boogie.
You just line dance down a little bit.
Yeah. All right, and then that will give me flanking, but it doesn't matter because it just gives me advantage anyway. I'm just giving it to Jack.
Right now, yeah. Now you're just repaying the favor for Jack.
Yes.
So you square off and swing, and he just kind of ducks out of the way, and he now notices that you're larger and is kind of impressed, or not impressed, but shocked. And you can see he's kind of taken by surprise by that, and not prepared as he's getting backed into a corner full of fruit and vegetables.
Well,
not the produce aisle.
Not the produce aisle. I am an obligate carnivore.
Ooh, that was close to a 20.
23 to hit.
The 23 to hit, that meets and beats.
Great. Or I can just do really shit damage.
You 2s love you. 2s and 1s.
1s and 2s. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. That's 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. So you slash him down the side of his spiky arm, and you actually lob off a spike, but it doesn't do too much damage. You could tell from your experience with cutting many people down with your weapon.
It doesn't spray. I haven't done enough. All right. Do I see anything from like the blood touching other stuff? I know you said it smells really bad, but it doesn't do anything else.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything else, but it smells horrible. In fact, it's actually you could tell like from because your sensitive skin, it's actually very. You could tell not only does it smell bad, but it would definitely has some bad effects to it. Something's wrong with like this blood is not normal blood. Like you can just tell from a natural instinct of being a lizard folk that this is not a good situation. The blood is bad. Just repeat, the blood is bad. That's what you could tell.
Blood is bad.
Yeah.
No
so
bite.
after that, what would you like to do? What would you like to do after that? Anything else?
That's my whole turn.
All right. The anchor of the group here, we got Scritch. What you gonna do, baby boo?
What you gonna do with all that junk? I'm here. Relax. I move there. And then Scritch is going to take his war pick and start swinging for the kneecaps.
You swing for them kneecaps.
Yeah, 25.
Oh, you hit him hard.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's see. So 11 piercing and then 6 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay. How much radiant?
6.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Decimating his hit points. Within one round, you guys rock this devilish creature really hard. He is now bloodied.
I'll end.
Okay. After that, it's going to be the boar's turns. Matilda is going to freak out and run towards the door. You can see that she kind of rams the door with her tusks in her head and tries to break it down, but it kind of just smashes and shakes. The other boar frantically runs this way down the stables as it's trying to get away. Oh, one more space. There we go.
Does that dislodge the 3 heads on Matilda?
Oh yeah, when Matilda runs, all 3 heads roll off, like kind of like as they're like almost like if they're rolling after each other, and they kind of roll off right here, and they all roll off and they stare at you, Rask.
It's okay, Rask isn't facing them, so he can't see them.
Right. No, I'm just kidding. They roll off and they just kind of plant into the dirty hay ground that is on the stables. You know, there's obviously some horse and other animal poop that does go down there, but we're not going to get into that. So the boars are freaking out. They are very scared of the situation. Even though they are combat ready, they're just they're not used to things changing size like this and just start battling each other. It's like Transformers right now. So
giants in disguise.
Yeah, right. So the stables group is just finishing up with that. So the boars are done. We'll now go over to Bashier again. Bashier, you are going to go visit the boy in the mid-deck. You are going to the kitchen.
Okay.
When you arrive there, you see the... Hold on, I have it in my notes. I know someone was looking or watching over him. I believe it was Nab.
I also told Marco to go look for him.
Yes, Marco is there. He's actually just talking with the boy right now, and you can see Nab is by the door, and he greets you as you enter. He bows to you. Master Bashier, welcome back.
Has anything happened with the body since I left?
The scrawny-looking hobgoblin shakes his head. No.
Well, Bashir will stop. He would have stopped to speak with him, and he'll just sort of go up to him. Be careful. I have reason to believe he has magical abilities and can summon his own weapons, so be on guard even if he is unarmed.
You pretty much just blow Nab's mind with that. He is now thinking very deep into that. As you can see, he's just looking down at the ground with his eyes widening at the thought of his boy being able to make magical weapons appear out of thin air. So you just kind of rattle his head for a moment as Nab's trying to grasp that thought. And Marco actually overhears you say that, and he stops and he looks back at the boy. Is this true? Can you summon weapons?
Bashir's gonna look over at the boy and sort of give like a quizzical look, like answer the question.
No, I don't know how to use magic. He looks at both of you.
Bashir's just going to walk up to him slowly. Tell me, boy, have you had the same instances of pain when thinking of our friend in the holding cell?
Unless people ask me questions or I say anything, no. And he looks over at Marco, who Marco is, you can see Marco's being very sensitive on what questions he asks him, since he knows that the boy can get hurt the more he does talk about certain subjects.
Tell me, boy, what do you remember? Not about that, but anything else leading up to it.
Well, I remember I just got done working in the fields, and I remember I was going to go down by the river and wash up. So I told everyone else I was going to meet them back at home before supper. I got down to the river, and that's when I first saw Dev. I saw him standing there on the other edge, and he was getting ready to cross the bridge. He noticed me, and I noticed him, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe he was just another passer-through or a passerby or someone not of interest, especially to a small farming town. One adventure is a normal circumstance to see every now and again, but he's no normal adventurer. And when he says that, you actually see he coughs up some blood after saying Dev's name, and he stops again and kind of breathes for a moment. And
choose your words carefully, boy.
He says, "I've chosen them carefully." As he stands up, and he's still chained to the side of one of the bolted down tables. He kind of gets snagged and falls back down to the ground and hits his head on the wall. Marco kind of leans over. Calm down. And he's going to kind of wipe his forehead with a wet cloth. You've lost too much blood and you're weak. You can't do anything, boy. Just calm down. We're trying to help you. If we wanted to hurt you, we would have. Why do you think we brought you here? I haven't had a good intention of helping you, and Bashier is doing the same as well as I. We're not trying to hurt you. We're trying to get down to the bottom of this, but we need both of you to cooperate. You and Dev, if we're going to get down to the bottom of this. Right, Bashier?
I'll nod at him. I'll also walk over and I assume he's like almost eye level, probably a bit higher if he's trying to like squat up.
Yeah, he's on the ground. He's got his back to the wall and he's just sitting on his butt.
So I'll just sort of look him in the eyes, and I'll try and see if I'm gonna try and see if anything happens with his eyes whenever if he accidentally mentions Dev and gets hurt or anything like that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look over at Marco. If you would, we have a guest up above. I believe one of them was a paladin, at least he gave the impression of that way. Simply run to the top deck, ask for anyone who is a paladin or a cleric, and bring them down here.
Right away, Captain Bashier, or Quartermaster Bashier. And he's going to bow to you and look at the boy. Just please stay calm and don't do anything stupid. You're going to kill yourself if you do anything else. And he just rolls his eyes. As you can see, Marco's kind of had enough of this boy being kind of very stubborn and not listening to him whatsoever. He gets up and brushes his hands off and his clothes, and he nods to Nab. Nab, good work. Keep an eye on him. Of course. And, you just hear Nab under his breath. Magical weapons. And he's still stunned at that statement, and you're still standing off with the boy. Is there anything else you'd like to say to him?
Is Nab inside the room, or is he out on the outside of the door?
He's inside. He's just kind of, he's not really paying attention to you two. He's more focused on the thought of him being able to create weapons. Like you can see, he's not the most creative or imaginative, so it's a lot for him to process.
Bashier will
And
just
he
like
doesn't understand magic.
Bashier will just like snap his claws at him. Go out the door and shut the door behind you for a moment.
Yes, Quartermaster Bashier. And Nav's going to bow to you, and he's going to stare at the boy. Don't try anything funny, you hear? And he's going to walk out the door and shut it slowly and quietly.
Bashir's going to sit down in front of the boy, and if he sees anything happen where like the boy suddenly starts getting like incredibly hurt or anything like that, I will hold one of my last spell slots for healing spirit in reserve, just in case something, he starts to look really bad.
Okay.
And Bashir's just going to look at him. I am sick of calling you boy. Do you have a name?
I will not tell anyone my name, for if I do, I will only hurt myself.
Bashir will take some ink and a quill and a little bit of parchment out of his pocket and just hand it over to him.
It won't work. That won't work either. I can't write it down. There's no way. Trust me. I've thought of everything, and he just seems really defeated at this point. Why did you guys even take me? If I can't even kill him, you're just going to keep me from what I need to do. None of you understand, as he screams at you. As he says that, you actually see the door burst open, and you see Godfrey standing there, and he is just very solid, no expression of look, very blank eyes, very scary-looking, soulless eyes, even though you know he is a paladin. He looks at you, Bashier. You have called for me, sir.
You are a paladin, I believe, yes?
Yes. I am Godfrey Elmelamite, son of Boris Elmelamite, paladin of the Free Temple of Thrum. And he will bow to you.
Bashir will sort of like bow his head down a little bit. He's going to sort of motion with his head towards the boy. How adept are you at removing curses?
It will take much time to study the curse, of course. I will need information.
Well, the body seems to be unable to bring up certain subjects, even in writing or speech. Even thinking can cause him pain, physical damage. And he also, from what I have been told, this may not be true as it comes through. The one in the prison cell can possibly summon weapons. I am thinking either a possession or a curse, and this is not something that I am skilled at, unfortunately.
The boy stands up. I can't do such things. He's a liar. If Dev is the one who told you that, then of course it's a lie. How could you even believe him? And he starts coughing up more blood as he says Dev's name again. And the paladin doesn't really make any expressions. He doesn't seem concerned. He's just listening to you straightly, Bashier, and doesn't even flinch at the boy's remark. It sounds like this boy has made a pact. He has cursed himself to gain power.
Bashir's just going to look at him. I had thought of something like that, but was hoping that a young boy like this would be smarter.
But it could also be both. As you can see, Godfrey stands. It could be an assortment of things. This boy seems to have a troubled past, and a history that is unknown can be very difficult to decipher. It will take time, Master Bashier. Give me time. Let me sit with him. Let me contemplate. Let me think, please, as he bows to you.
Bashir's just going to step back and motion towards the boy. You know much more than I do on this subject, and I believe that you will do much more good than I can.
He nods his head. I will do my best, for that is all I can do in the eyes of Thrum. He's going to step forward, and every step, his armor and just the sheer weight of this paladin bends some of the board, like the floor, a little bit. He's not quiet, but he does not care. He walks over, and just the sheer shadow just overcasts upon you and the boy. and he's going to sit down. He's actually going to kneel on the floor and just stare directly at the boy, non-blinking. And you actually see that the boy is almost kind of in a trance and now locked eyes with Godfrey, and none of them are speaking, just locking eyes.
Bashier will just sort of step aside to let him do what he has to do, and at this point, Dev's taken care of, the boy's taken care of, the captive we have is taken care of. Bashir is tired. He's gonna head and try and get some.
He's gonna get some sleep.
He's gonna try and get at least like a short rest if he can.
Nab sees you leave and he says, "My lord, should I go back in and keep guard duty, or stay out here? That's a scary armored man went in there. Is everything okay?"
The armored man is a healer and a fighter for our cause. You should be scared for his enemies. If you wish
Just
to stay,
gulps and nods.
if you wish to stay out here, you may. I believe he can handle anything that a boy can conjure up.
Of course.
But if you wish to see what happens, I would not mind having a third set of eyes in case something occurs.
Of course, that would be wise, Master Bashier. Very wise. And he nods to you as he's going to put his bow, his crossbow back on his back and nod to you. I will step inside and help the mighty paladin as you speak of. Get some rest, Master Bashier. You look very, very tired. And he's going to bow to you again as he opens the door slowly and shuts it quietly.
And then Bashir's gonna basically head and get to bed at this point, try and sleep until somebody wakes him up for anything. For the many reasons that he's told people to wake him up if something happens.
Okay. You want to go to the private quarters where you have your own room, or do you want to go down to the bunkhouse with everybody else?
Quartermaster is part of the crew. He stays in the bunkhouse.
All right, you go down to the bunkhouse, and you can see there are some people down there resting. A lot of the new recruits that just got off duty, and they all greet you and bow to you. But they see you just kind of zombily walk towards one of the beds, just like zombified, and you just like face plant into one of them and just fall asleep.
I think Bashir just like sort of like curls up like a lizard into like a
Okay.
little ball.
Like almost like a cat.
Yeah, kind of almost like a cat.
Okay. So you just crawl into a bunk and just fall right asleep then. You are exhausted, have one stage exhausted. So yeah, you're out. You're tired. You're very tired. But yeah, you are getting some rest now. So good for you for finding a bed. That's one down. Let's see who else, who'll be the next to get some sleep.
Never.
Next, we will have Rubik, who is now heading to the postmaster's quarters, and we'll go to the map actually of Ula for this. And Rubik, the building itself, since they're right is this is the town hall right here in the upper left corner. This doorway here, though, is the doorway to the postmaster's area. This is the way to the town hall. You there, Rubik?
You muted, Rubik.
Hello?
Are we here?
No.
I think we might have lost Rubik.
All right, well. Come back to him.
Yeah, I think we'll just come back to Rubik in a minute here. We will now go back to the Slippery Sailor group. That was quick. All right, for you Slippery Sailor fans, we will head back up to the Ivan group. This guy's going to try to stand up. He is successful, and he's going to try to run away from you, which will be a attack of opportunity.
I don't have any weapons, so my fist.
You can punch him.
Can I can't substitute that with anything, can I? Like a shove or a grapple?
Let me
don't
look
think
that
so.
up real quick. I don't believe you. I don't think
That's
you can
fine.
substitute.
I'll just throw a punch then.
Okay.
I lied because wouldn't it be 1 plus? No, I think if I throw a punch, it literally would do no damage.
Okay.
Because I have a -1 on my strength modifier, and a punch does 1 damage.
You're right. Yeah.
1
so
plus
you would,
strength, isn't
you
it?
would hit him and do nothing.
Interesting. I'm that weak. I'm super weak.
You're not very strong.
Okay, I'm actually just gonna let him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like look exhausted about it, but just you're not going to get far. I don't know why you're trying.
I'll get reinforcements. You'll see. We'll get our revenge.
Unless they're in the next room, it's not going to matter.
You'll pay for this.
Well, no, you're going to pay. I'm going to take all of your money.
The blind fellow is making it further down the hallway.
Oh.
And you see he
Not too
disappears
shabby.
around the corner. And you just hear him also say, "Retreat! Get out of here!" as he's feeling the wall and trying to run away.
I will use my first attack, Psychic Bomb, on the gentleman in front of me.
All right.
Oh, yeah, lag. It'll roll, I promise. 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
18 damage.
All right. This time he's dead. Oh, geez. Take your time, Jay. Jay had some technical difficulties with his kitty cat turning off his computer, so Scritch will be right back after these short messages. You do hit him and you kill him. You throw Psychic Bomb at him, and as he's trying to run away, pretty much all you see is blood splat, like kind of like fountain out of his ears at one brief second, and he just falls to the ground.
All right, I'm going to just like kind of slowly walk over this way, stepping over his body. There's one more. I hope there's only one more. You there.
Please don't kill me. I can't see. I'm blind. You wouldn't kill a blind man, would you?
Well, how many more are there of you?
I don't know. I think some of them escaped through that bedroom over there, and he points to the room. He thinks he's pointing to the room over here, but he points to the room over here, like midway, like in the middle between the two of them.
Well, unfortunately, this is not going to end well for you.
Wait, no, don't kill me, please! And he's trying to feel the wall frantically as he knocks over a painting and a candle off of a non-burning candle, of course, off of a sconce.
All right, I'm going to use an ice bomb, and I want to freeze his feet to the floor.
Okay.
But he's blind, so I get an advantage, right?
Correct.
Dirty 20.
You hit. Welcome back, Jay.
Thanks.
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Yeah, freezing his feet to the floor.
Yep. So he is almost dead. He's definitely bloodied and near death. You can see that he's actually from the freezing his feet. He's actually almost completely ripped one of his feet out, almost ripped the skin. You can see he's bleeding from that just from trying to walk away, and he didn't realize it. So he's in a lot of pain.
Damn it! No, let's go. Okay, all right. Would I move 25 so far? I'll just stay where I'm at, but I'll use my bonus action to move Junkie 15 feet.
All right. He is screaming, blind, and in a ton of pain, and now frozen to the ground.
If there's any more up here, please come out. Make it easier on yourselves. Junkie, I hope they do.
And Junkie, I'm assuming, says, meet more?
Meet more.
There we go.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Ivan finishes up his turn upstairs, taking out the last of what hopefully is the Water Bandits upstairs. Next off, we have the stable group, the stable boys, we'll call them. We've got large and small, starting off with Jack. Jack, what would you like to do first? Or I'm sorry, actually, it will be his turn first. I apologize. He will attack you with a claw attack.
Nah.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. No. That's going to be a 19 to hit. I apologize.
Still a nope.
Okay. So he swings at you, and you dodge back with your armor, kind of putting up your arm, and they just kind of like his claws clash against your arm, but just kind of cause sparks, and no damage is dealt. And you kind of stand face to face with the creature as it snarls at you, and you can see that it's he takes a look at your arm, expecting blood and damage, and you to be screaming, but there's nothing, and he seems shocked. What is this magic? How are none of you being hurt? And he's going to swing his tail at Scritch again.
I'm gonna take my sentinel attack of opportunity on him for attacking someone other than me.
Okay. That's going to be a 17 to hit, Jay.
Miss.
He swings his tail and misses you, and with that happening, he leaves himself wide open. Rask, you attack. Please roll.
Can I? Can I do
You also
that too?
can, actually.
Yeah. You both can attack him at the same time for swinging at Scritch, pretty much.
Oh, damn it.
My heroes.
That's a 22 to hit. Damn it.
Miss, unfortunately.
You got a natty.
Wow.
A natty 20. Okay. Jack,
Oh, God.
go ahead and roll that one for me one more time. Just want to see.
You get advantage too, don't you, Raz?
Yeah, he rolled it. Yeah, but mine is built into my roll.
Oh, I got you. No, man.
Okay. I just wanted to see. I love seeing 20s rolled simultaneously. It's a beautiful thing. So
Yeah, like 3 in a row.
yeah, like what happened in the last minigame. We had 3 in a row. It was pretty crazy. So Jack, you natural 20, so make sure you roll your damage dice again.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what was the
it's built
total?
in my roll.
Oh, nice.
16 and then 14, so 30 altogether.
30 altogether? Wow, okay. Not only do you hack into that same arm that he clashed with you, but you lob off the right pretty much a couple inches above his left elbow, you lob off his left arm.
Can I do a smite with that too?
No.
Yeah. Oh no, not with attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Man, if only.
Or not attack of opportunity, it would be your bone. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
like a
his turn.
class. It's a feat still. Yeah,
Correct.
it's not my regular attack.
Also, we have the most peaceful battle against the battle music against the devil right now.
sure, it does. It's supposed to get intense, but it has some downtime, I guess. So
Uh,
we'll change it up a little bit. All right. So as he swings his tail right towards Scritch, he leaves himself wide open. Both of you attack. Jack, you land a devastating attack, lobbing off his arm, and Rask, he dodges out of the way of your attack, kind of leaving himself even more wide open for Jack. He's not looking good. He was bloodied before, and now he's lost an arm. And it's the start of your guys' turn, so this is gonna be really rough for him. Let's see how he does.
and this is why you don't attack our friends. They're in front of us.
I go first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I
You
get
still
advantage on him.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. 13 and a 14.
Miss and miss.
Okay. I'm gonna do my second attack. $21 and 28.
The 21 misses, but that 28 hits very, very hard. That's actually the hardest hit of the night right there.
So that'll be
Except for that 20.
True. Just an overall total, I mean.
Yeah.
That 20s are always hard.
I'm gonna use a
Oh,
smite
boy,
on
oh,
him also.
Oh, smite on him too? Of course, why not?
Why not? Just blow him up, why don't you?
Why? Because
Correct.
fuck him, that's why. So 33 damage.
Jesus.
33. So, all right. You You slash down the other side of his chest, making a giant X across it, and this time a giant beam of light bursts out of it, causing the explosion to leave a very large, gaping hole where organs and blood are now falling out, and he falls to one knee, barely alive. The rest of my men, where are they? As he looks to this door here, waiting for them to come down the stairs and help him.
They're not coming.
And he just looks at you with like a very disappointed look and pretty much defeat at this point. He can tell he's not going anywhere. After that, it will now be Rask's turn.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going. Yeah. Rask is just gonna take 3 swings at him. That's gonna miss. That's a 27
That's a
to
hit. That's a hit.
Well, he also procs the poison.
Ouch, kabibbles.
Yes, Carnes, that's a great gif.
That's 14 damage.
14, okay. 14
Yep.
slashing.
Yep, 14 slashing, and it procs the poison. Fortitude 15.
Okay. Oh, it was almost a 19, but he got that 3 instead, so yes, he is poisoned.
Amazing. Alright.
Right.
Butt attack. Butt
Nat
of the
20.
polearm attack, nat 20.
And
Alright.
how do you kill him? Because he has almost no hit points. That's gonna murder him.
I guess he's close. Rask is tall enough and close enough that he can just lean forward and jam it straight down vertically. And
Okay.
just, like skewer him to the floor.
Alright.
But he's not going to remove it. So he's just going to hold him there and just be like, we should not let him bleed everywhere.
All right, you do so, and you just hold him in place, and you Scritch and Jack, you can see that this devil creature, whatever it may be, is no longer moving, only twitching here and there from the sheer strike of the giant glaive going vertically through its body into the floor, like a lightning bolt from the sky. And he is kaput.
Yay.
He is dead and defeated. So
Wow,
congratulations,
killed
you guys just beat a barbed devil right there.
Huh.
He as the creature slowly dying and twitching and things like that, you can see it starts to almost the spikes in its skin start to change to a very dark, degraded looking color and just kind of almost withery as it just kind of degrades itself and now just sits there as it's a dead corpse skewered into the ground. The blood, however, does drain out for the moment of time, but when it starts to shrivel up in that sense and degrade itself, you can see that the blood is now drying up with its organs, so there's not much blood left, so you don't really have to worry too much.
Okay, then Rask is just gonna unimpale his glaive from the ground, kind of like shake it off, and then look at the door. Ivan, still not here.
Ivan was fighting guys upstairs.
We should go. I still have my movement, so I'm gonna...
Correct.
I'm gonna, like, squeeze.
Okay. Yeah, because you are big. You kind of squeeze through there. You have a hard time fitting through the door, but I will say for time's sake, you do get through. But you cannot stand up in this room. You kind of are on all fours.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like you could hunch over, but even that's uncomfortable because of how many low-hanging beams there are and chandeliers and things things hanging off the ceiling. Like there's like weapons and shields and plaques and fish. This is like a big decorative bar.
He's just like on all fours, and then like whenever he lifts his head, he just hits his head on the beam. It's like
just slamming on everything.
Yeah. He's just like, okay.
Rask was defeated in that tavern, not from the people, but from the tavern.
Rask was defeated by the tavern, not at it, but by it.
By it, yeah.
Yeah.
So you all see the giant Rask kind of wiggle his way through the doorway and eventually into the tavern and starts to make his way towards Ivan. It will now be. I'm assuming you're going to be done with that, Scritch?
Yeah, that's my
or
turn.
Rask. Okay.
Now it's
So
Scritch's turn.
now it is Scritch's turn. Scritch, you see Rask squeeze himself through the tiny doorway as he's a 12-foot tall lizard. You know that where Ivan is. Do you want to go help him, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash to here.
All right, you book it. You kind of pick up your robes with each hand, kind of like how back in the olden days when women wore those big dresses, you kind of pick up your robe with each hand and just start booking it.
I just picture myself like you got Rask crawling on all fours and Scritch is just hauling ass between them.
Yeah,
like
you kind of like go underneath
between
like
his legs.
Yeah, like a bridge.
Just bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, you're like, eh. And you run right underneath Rask's legs and our hands as he's crawling through the bar, and you make a pretty good way, and you see all these bodies laying on the floor, and you can definitely hear some commotion going up the hallway still, where the stairwell is. You can hope from all the commotion that Ivan's still okay.
No, I won't. I end.
Okay. With that, this guy is now done being blind, this patron. And he's going to stand up and he's going to run out the door.
Oh no.
As well as this patron, too. And he's going to start running all kind of drunk and hungover like as he's trying to stumble out the door. But fortunately, he realizes what's at stake here. So he's booking it pretty good. The other patron that was hiding in the corner is now running out as he sees him do the same. He looks to you and says, "Thank you, heroes, thank you," as he's running out the door. And after that, it will now be the ship boy's turn, but we're going to go back to Rubik. I think, Rubik, you're back, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, Rubik, you eventually make it to the postmaster's with no problem since you were jogging. When you get there, you can see that it is just opening. You actually see a young halfling woman who's just flipping the sign to open, and outside you actually see two horsemen with they look like they're from different kingdoms from the human nations, and it looks like they've been waiting for her to open up. Good morning there, Master Dwarf. How can I help you this morning? And she's going to hold the door open for you to come inside, as well as the two other messengers.
Yes. Just two letters, two parchments to Grieven.
Of course, my lord. She's
I
going to look up in a book really quick. You see, she's looking at something. That will be 23 silver and 14 copper, please.
Each or for just one?
I'm sorry, what was that, Master Dwarf?
Is it the total or per?
Oh, that is for both of that is to go to Grieven, yes.
Okay, excellent. I produced I hand her 24 silver.
Okay. She smiles and she says, "Would you like your change back?"
Oh, that's quite all right. Have some lunch on me.
Oh, well, thank you very kindly. She smiles, and you see that she's actually going to put it into she's actually going to put it in your pocket as you say that, the extra change. I know they're actually going to be frying up some fish this morning down by the docks. I'm quite excited. There's quite a commotion though near the slippery sailor, so I don't know if it's going to be easy getting through there.
I imagine that'll be handed. They'll be wrapping up soon.
Of course. You must have come that way, so you would know. She smiles. The messenger's kind of looking very impatient, or waiting for you to get done. My lady, we have very urgent news to the wardens. Of course, I'll get to you in a moment. I'm just talking to a customer. You see, he was technically here first. Both of you were waiting on your horses. And she kind of rolls her eyes, and she says, "Is that all I can help you with today, my sir?"
I suppose so. The other your coworker seems to need some attention.
Oh, he's not my coworker. He's just An impatient messenger from another human kingdom, as all humans are very impatient.
I see. I turned to like the master. You carry some important news, friend.
Of course, every news to from the 8 gems is important news, dwarf. Do you not know this?
No, the 8 gems. All I know is the demons in the north are coming down in force. What news of the south?
I heard there's word of rebellions and much at stake. Wars going throughout all of the land.
Human kingdoms. I kind of just elbow him as I walk out.
Well, are you a dwarf from Galvania? Will your dwarven brothers help us? Is that what you're here for?
No, I help all those in my path. But no, I serve no kingdom.
Oh, my mistake. He's going to then look to the woman. I have to get going. Message from Harrowhelm to the wardens. Thank you, my lady. Thank you, and good luck back to your travel. Good luck traveling back to your kingdom. And he's going to leave, and the next guy is going to come up, and he's going to kind of look you over, and he says, "Excuse me, my lord. I don't mean to interrupt."
Oh yes, go ahead, and I just good day, miss.
From Delmont, my lady. And he's going to hand her letters. Well, if you're from Delmont, then you can go to Grieven for me. In fact, here you are. And she's going to hand him some of the money that you just gave to her. There's your pay.
What word of Delmont?
He looks to you. What do you mean, my lord? Delmont's under attack. The peace that once came to us very shortly has now gone unrest. We've been attacked by these invading rodents. They come from the swamplands.
What of the bone collectors? Do they have a presence there?
Yes, the chapter house is still there. In fact, without them, I know our walls would have been breached already. That is actually the only way I got here. They made an opening for me the night before, several nights before. I traveled here as fast as I could to the northern realms. We are all in full alert. All the kingdoms are to gain garrisons in all the fjords. We are to gather as many men as we can and defend our realm. Even the Ember Citadel sends word. All the Elvish kingdoms and Dwarvish kingdoms. Any civilizations that can stand against the free nations will do so. But all these smaller clans and villages of creatures are fighting one another and fighting us now. It seems that chaos and just stupidity has stricken the land. Everyone's going insane with war. Everyone is in war.
You wouldn't lie to me, boy, would you?
No, of course, my lord. I would swear upon it. You could even ask any other messenger if you wish to wait here all day. All of the human kingdoms are at war. If you don't believe it, just wait till more messengers come.
Can I roll a perception check on that?
Of course.
See if about him talking about the bone collectors being an active presence and all that.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, if you want to notice that particular part, yeah, you could definitely roll me an insight check.
27.
Oh my god, yeah. You could tell he's being very honest and actually is very proud of the bone collectors being there. He doesn't realize that you are a bone collector yourself, but he seems to be kind of bragging about them being in their town, and again saying that they're the only reason why he is here.
And you travel alone, no guards.
No, it's too slow to travel with more than one person. I do have my familiar with me though, and he's going to pull out a small rabbit, like a hare almost, that comes from his satchel, If I'm ever to get in trouble, this little fellow right here will make sure the message gets delivered wherever I'm going.
Very good. Perhaps one more, and take this with you on your way through Grieven, and I'll pull out. Let me make sure I have a couple more pieces of parchment left. Yeah, I pull out a piece of parchment and a little bit of ink, and I write down a little thing, and I fold it up and seal it, and hand it to him. Drop this with the other two, and I hand him 10 gold. I'd say just for protection, whatever you need. Just make sure this gets there in all haste.
My lord, thank you greatly. I will not fail you. I promise you this will reach your guild house. As he now notices that the kind of the amount of money you've given him, he kind of does a double take and notices your tunic is bloodied and dirty as it is. He still notices the Bone Collector emblem. Thank you again for all of your help. Your Bone Collectors have saved the 8 kingdoms, or the 8 realm, or the 8 gems, I should say. Without any of you, we'd all be dead.
All right. Well, when the mission I've been granted is at its end, know that I will bring the Bone Collectors forth in force to the north, and we shall protect our own. I give him like a clap on the shoulder.
So you see that you actually, when you do this, you see that you actually give him a lot of inspiration, and he seems that as a messenger, it's a very boring job for the most part. You kind of gave him some kind of upbeat, and he feels that this is the most important message he's been brought on. You can see he's very serious. This is his moment to shine. This is his fate. This is something he's been looking forward to. With a very great gleam of hope and joy in his eyes, he looks to you and says, "My lord, I will not fail you. What is your name, so I may tell them when I reach the guild house?"
They'll know, but you can call me Rubik.
And he nods and says, "Of course, Lord Rubik. I will remember your name. I will carry it with me." And he's going to bow his head and then look to the young halfling woman behind the counter and bow his head to her. "My lady, thank you. I will deliver these messages with due haste." And he's going to look to you again, Rubik, with due haste. And he's going to run as he's clenching them in his hand. You hear him get on his horse very quickly, and he just breaks. He is
I just
gone.
yell after him as he's leaving. Don't do anything stupid. Safety over speed.
He just kind of waves his hand to you as he hears you. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all. I'd nod again to the lady at the counter, and I trot back to the way I came.
Okay. So after that, you just Forrest Gump start jogging back to where you came. Do you want to stop back at the Slippery Sailor at all, or any other place, or do you just want to go back to the boat?
Well, yeah, I was gonna go the same way. So if I guess I'm gonna trot by and see what's going on there.
Just checking on your gang that's just fighting all this stuff in this tavern.
Sorry, just delivering a letter.
Hey, I have trust in my team group.
Yeah, I like it. I just think it's funny.
All right, so Rubik, you start heading on back, booking it as fast as you can back towards the pretty much back towards the ship, but you're going to take the same path, kind of cutting through, checking on your guys at the tavern there, the Slippery Sailor. With that, Bashier is asleep. We would have gone to him, but he's sleeping, he's dreaming. You're actually getting very good rest. Bashier, you're sleeping like a little bush baby. And with that, we're going to go back to the group of the Slippery Sailor. Ivan, you're still upstairs, following your blind friend who's feeling up the wall, trying to find any way to escape, door, window, something just to get out of.
No, unfortunately not. Poor guy. I am going to rummage through my bag and kind of like find a nice vial for this one. And I will I'll craft a very special psychic bomb for him. Nothing like mechanically different, but it'll be a nicer one. It'll be like a shiny vial. Oh yeah, because he's blinded. It's advantage. 27 to hit.
Yeah, you hit him hard. He obviously he doesn't see it coming, but it's bad. He's barely alive and frozen to the floor.
Oh, 22 psychic damage.
Okay, so when you hit him, he not like he doesn't just explode from the inside out. He just kind of disappears.
Chunky, I learned a new trick.
Just learn to disappear people.
He just kind of disintegrates, and all you see is his one foot that was almost nearly ripped off of his body, just frozen in the ice on the floor still.
Oh, I feel bad for the person who may have to clean this. I'm not going to be me. Anybody else up here? As I'm just like yawning and trying not to pass out right here. Hello?
You look down the hallway and you don't see or hear anybody for the most part. What is your passive perception?
15.
15? No, you don't hear or see anybody else or commotion wise. You just hear some noises coming from downstairs.
I'll walk up to this door and check it.
All right, you walk up to the door and you can see that it's actually just slightly opened, and it looks like someone didn't shut it all the way if they were coming in or out of it.
Yeah, I open it. Do any of the windows look opened?
Yep, this window right here.
Son of a bitch, one did get away. I'll look out the...
Okay, you kind of put your knee on the chair and lean over, kind of lean out the window a little bit. Directly down below, you see a dead body that is face down in a pool of kind of dried red blood on the green grass below it.
Oh, they seem to have gotten him, and I'll kind of like look up and see. I'm assuming there's a bunch of people
there's
outside.
a kind of people. The warden are out there, kind of keeping the peace, kind of keeping them back. You see a lot of commotion going on. You even see your ship out in the harbor, the flag still waving and everything like that. And it doesn't look like very much commotion is going on from there. It actually looks like a lot of people from the docks are still coming over towards the Slippery Sailor from the north.
Or
from the east. I'm sorry.
Hello. I didn't expect there to be so many people out here, but I see you've got the one that was getting away. Good on you.
And one of the warden points. He says, "Look, someone in the window there. It could be another one of those bandits." And then you see some of the members of the warden aim their weapons.
Whoa! It's Ivan. I'm with the ship, the big ship, the bone collectors. You know, I know Julia, the other ones. Come on.
They still keep their weapons aimed, but not really too sure who you are and what you're shouting in the sense of things. And you eventually hear your cousin shout, "Hold your weapons! That is my cousin! Cousin, are you okay up there?"
Ed. Of course I am, Edwin. Nothing to fear up here.
Good, you were always a hero. He smiles. Should we come inside, or are your men handling everything?
Well, give us some more time. We have to check the rest of the building for anybody else.
Of course. Take your time, friend. And he looks around and he says, "Make sure the perimeter is secure. We don't want anyone escaping." And they nod, and you can see that your cousin he kind of waves at you and is eagerly waiting to talk to you.
I'll pull my head back inside and I'll close. I'm assuming the window was opened, not broken.
Correct. It was open, not broken.
I'll close the window.
Okay.
And just kind of like lean up against, because I don't have any more movement, but I'll lean up against the window and just, I'll use my bonus action.
You're leaning on a chair. There's a chair in front of the window, so you're kind of like kneeling on it, and now you kind of like turn around and are sitting in the chair.
All right, yeah, I'll use my bonus action to move Junkie in here with me.
Okay.
What's Junkie say?
Meep more.
Meep more.
But, Junkie, I didn't think Edwin would be here to talk to me now. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to this. And my turn on
Okay. sitting in the chair off too. It's actually a nice, comfy chair.
Yeah. Try
Good.
to lift up a second. Like, nope.
Right.
You guys are roboting really hard.
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes my mic's on at the same time, and I'm not trying to. I'm trying to.
No,
Right,
roboting.
Oh, then it's
Like-
probably just our internet,
Connection
so
is correct.
I can't do anything about that. Alright, here, let me try something then.
Yeah, it was just like for that second, it was really strange.
Oh, hello? There we go. Can anybody hear me?
What?
Right now, actually.
All right. Well, what is the last thing you guys really understood?
Meet more.
Meet more.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Anything else? Just,
I just
off in the chair.
Yeah, I just kind of sat in the chair and was just like complaining about like me not wanting to talk to my cousin. Like, oh, this is like, why is he here? I don't want to talk to him right now. And I just kind of like trying to keep myself awake as I'm sitting in the chair.
Yeah. So nothing really too much happened. Just Ivan talking to himself,
No, I'm talking to Junkie.
and Junkie, which is yourself.
No, it's he's different. He's a separate. He meet morphs. He talks to me.
He's a part of you.
He's an.
He's an extension of your being. You built him.
Maybe. So, Jack was built. Can I not have a conversation with him normally?
No, all I'm saying is you're just having a conversation with yourself in a sense.
It makes me sound
Don't get
weird.
defensive. Calm down.
That's so defensive.
Just need to take a nap, Ivan. It's all right. So we'll end Ivan up there upstairs having a little nap time with Junkie. We'll start back off with, since there's all the opponents are dead technically. I guess I'll still keep it in the initiative order of what you guys want to do for Scritch, Rask, and Jack. So Jack, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to figure out what the hell that guy like did to turn himself into whatever he turned into.
Okay, so you want to inspect the body of the barbed devil?
Yeah.
Roll me a investigate or a perception check.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay, you look over his body and you do recall him holding on to a branch that he had broken, and had been inhaling the fumes from the branch, a purplish smoke. You do find the branch actually sitting here in the doorway after he dropped it.
Okay.
You inspect it, and coming upon further investigation, you don't really notice anything too odd about the branch. It actually seems like a normal branch at this point. If anything, it seems it seems more withered up. It almost actually looks just like how his skin and texture of his body looks like now. Like it has the matching resemblance of that. It doesn't look like a regular tree branch. It looks more like his body. Other than that, the rest of the personal items or anything else that the gentleman had on him were ripped or destroyed from the transformation. He did have a cutlass, a very decorative cutlass that was at his side and is still laying on the ground to a tattered belt. Do you wish to take that?
Take it.
Okay, you take a ornamental cutlass. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll just chase after everyone else.
Okay, so you kind of follow in, and you're kind of waiting as Rask is now shuffling in like a kid in a playroom. Rask, you're hunched over now, and you can see that there's just a field of dead bodies as the patrons are starting to run out of the room, and Scritch has scuttled past you with his quick little feet.
Well, I guess Rask he's actually gonna like struggle for a little bit, and he's just gonna see very defeatedly that this is really far away. And he's just gonna be like, Jack.
Yes.
He's gonna turn like do the like curl up on himself and try and turn around
Okay.
in this tiny area. Can let Rask through to go back through the door.
I'm gonna like shuffle sideways, like
Just super defeated.
Rask too big now.
You just momentarily step to the side, and Rask, you're gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna stand
Okay.
up and go outside.
Okay. You do so, and Matilda's actually very calmed down a little bit, standing near the door, and notices you, and kind of you see her little tail start wagging as you walk over towards her, still remembering who you are.
Okay. Rask is gonna pat the boar, and look back at the 3 dead bodies and the heads that are on the ground, and just shrug. Rask does not know what you get to do now.
And Matilda just kind of rubs her head up on you and just kind of starts like wanting pets, and you can see her little tails wagging as she's very happy to see you. And it's almost like she's trying to talk to you.
Rask is just gonna keep petting her, and I guess try to understand what she's saying.
Okay.
Don't know what she's actually saying, but
Rask's gonna take the time to try to understand, and that's all that matters.
well, I mean, he has nothing else to do for a full minute because he's
Yeah.
like,
Right, you're just like, I'm just gonna sit here and make the best of this, Matilda. Let's
He's gonna
talk.
pet Matilda, and as he's like trying to open the door and go outside.
Okay. So you're getting ready to leave, and comforting Matilda is now she has no owners. Jack, you stepped aside. You're kind of getting back into the doorway. Did you want to walk or head towards Scritch?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up to Scritch.
All right, Scritch. You see Jack kind of run up past you as you're kind of looking to like a good way to jump over these bodies. And Jack, you're right behind him now, and you see Scritch is now eyeing up, going this way.
Come on, buddy. And I'm gonna like lean down for him to jump on.
Scritch, you now see that you've been now your riding duties have been revoked, or not revoked,
Reinstated.
unrevoked. Yeah, reinstated. That's a better word. So you have your license has been reinstated to you to ride your Jack again.
Scritch is gonna climb on.
All right, you climb onto the saddle.
I gotta pick Scritch up and then fucking spike him like a foot. No, I'm just kidding.
Now
Come
you
here, buddy.
bitch.
Come here. Boom.
You thought you were riding? No,
Psych, bitch! I just throw him across the room.
You just eat
Pump
him
me
out the
across the
window.
bodies.
You're just face down on the wooden floor.
I skip him like a stone across the pool's of blood.
Well, yeah, you pick up Scritch and avoid doing all those things you just said.
Well, I mean,
Did you wish to dash with the rest of your movement?
yeah.
Okay, so you kind of as you pick up Scritch, kind of like a football. You don't throw him into the ground or punt him. You just kind of pick him up and you start booking up towards the stairs. And no spiking. You start running up towards the stairs and you look up the stairs and all you see is a very odd mirrorish looking sheet of ice on the stairs and going onto the landing above, and a couple bodies.
Some home
And
alone
blood.
shit.
Yeah, some paint cans swinging, some micro machines on the floor.
I guess I'll try to walk across it.
All right, so
Ivan?
you shout up the stairs for Ivan, and Ivan, you hear Jack down below.
I'm up here. Yeah, I'm here.
Is this your ice?
Yeah. You should be fine.
I'll look to Scritch and say, "You should be fine."
Scritch
both
is just
start
gonna
laughing.
chuckle.
Yeah, I was gonna say you both start giggling towards each other as you walk up the stairs, Jack. You get to the top and you kind of start walking down the hallway and you see that there are more bodies. Many of them look the same for the most part, but in one way or another they were blown up from the inside out.
Harry, I have reached the top. Um, I'm assuming that I know that this is like Ivan's doing from traveling with him for so long. As Ivan, where you at, buddy?
I'm in here. I was looking for more. One escaped, but they got him outside. I didn't check any of the other rooms yet.
What? He's resting, and he hasn't checked the other room, Scrooge.
He sounds very tired. Maybe we should leave him alone.
We should probably check the other rooms then.
I mean, I can check him. I mean, I was getting there.
I can
Scritch
check
and
him.
Jack got it.
So you eagerly see Scritch and Jack kind of run past the doorway as Junkie turns around and is looking at them.
Meet more.
Meet more.
Eat more.
Junkie likes these two.
And
You just told
so
Junkie
guys-
to go fuck himself.
so you guys
Why
go to
would
the
you do
next. You guys just told Junkie to fuck himself.
that?
You guys go to the next room, and you open the door to find it is empty. It seems that there was a bit of a ruckus. There's some knocked over books and a candle and some what looks to be some food that was left there, some bread and grapes.
Is the
But
candle
they're
still
all on
lit?
the ground. No, the candle's not lit. It is broken though, unfortunately. Right, avoided a big fire. But you can see there was some sort of struggle that was going on up there, and or altercation, and looked like it was non-deadly or non-lethal, since there are no bodies in the room for what you could see.
Scrooge, next room?
Yeah.
All right,
Next room it is.
all right. So you guys head to the next room. When you do, you notice a woman standing in the corner with what looks to be a broken broomstick that's been whittled down to be sharp. She's standing off and she's holding it like towards you both. Stay away!
Are you a
I'll
witch?
kill you if I have to.
Meet Morp.
What does that mean? She looks confused. If you're trying to kill me and cast a spell, just do it already. And she just kind of gets scared and flinches and closes her eyes as she's holding the broomstick, shaking.
Is she close enough where I could like grab the broomstick just out of her hands?
You walk in slowly and start to walk towards her. Do you want to take it out of her hands?
Yeah.
Okay. You just kind of walk in and with every step, and she's just flinching, and she says, just do it already. And you just grab the stick out of her hands, and she flinches and kind of falls to the ground and starts crying. Please don't kill me, please.
Does she look injured at all?
She looks like she's been beaten. Yes, it looks like it looks like these guys have been roughing her up. It looks like she's got a very bad black eye, and where it looks like her arms and wrists are, looks like they have tons of bruises on them from being. She looks like she's been grabbed and yanked and pulled in all sorts of directions and been dragged. It's just she looks pretty rough.
Sorry, 1 second. Scritch is gonna do mass healing word.
Okay.
And he's gonna pick the woman, Jack, and himself.
Okay.
Yeah, heal everyone for 6.
Okay. She looks at you and she says, "What did you just do? Are you trying to hurt me?
Scritch is helping.
You don't look like those bandits. Who are you?"
Scritch is Captain Scritch. This is Jack.
I'm just gonna wave.
She kind of looks at you, Scritch, and then looks at Jack, and she says, "Are you my knight in shining armor, and you his faithful steed?" And she looks at you, Goblin. Or she looks at you, Scritch, who's obviously just a goblin, not a faithful steed. It's just the other way around, actually.
Scritch doesn't shine, but Jack does.
And he's gonna like reach over and like polish a little spot on Jack's side.
I
So
am
you're my
both
shining knight.
shining armor, and steed.
She smiles
Jack,
and
Jack is my steed.
she kind of giggles and she says, "You two are very funny. Thank you for saving me. I appreciate that very much. I surely thought I was going to die up here.
So this
Tell me,
is
are the rest of the bandits cleared out? Or is it safe to leave?"
Is this the same lady that Ivan set on fire?
No,
This is
she's
different lady? Okay.
yeah, no, she ran outside screaming.
Okay. Not sure if it's safe yet. Let us check other rooms.
One of Scritch and Jacka's companions is at the end of the hall with a robot.
So, I should go there?
Sure.
Can I please stay with you? I would feel more safe.
Where we're going, it's not safe.
Into the heat of the battle.
Please, I beg of you. I know we just met, but I feel very safe with you nearby.
Scritch is just gonna look at Jack and like shrug.
I'll hand her back her whittled down broomstick.
She kind of takes it back and takes it back quickly, like kind of like joking around. And she says, "I'll need my weapon, thank you."
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up Scritch and then walk out the door.
Wait for me, and she's going to follow behind you guys. And you guys are gonna go check the rest of the rooms. And we will actually leave there. We will end there for tonight. With since there are a couple of rooms left, Rask is still petting Matilda and getting ready to walk out the door. Rubik is yogging back towards the slippery sailor. Ivan is taking a small nap. And yes, yogging. The Y is very hard. And there is a of course the Bashier, who's taking a very good and well needed rest. The first person to actually get sleep out of the group so far. And yeah, we will end there for tonight. So thank you everybody for listening. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate that. The Round Stump greatly appreciates that. All the players and I myself in particular. I do ask that before you leave, if you guys could vote for your favorite players or your two favorite players or whoever you enjoyed the most or you guys like listening to. Even if you were only here for a short time, doesn't matter. Please vote. It makes a big deal for them. It matters to us. It helps them. They get extra experience, so the players deserve it.
Hey, Caleb.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Old lady.
Old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel.
Lady?
I can actually. I've been taking lessons from the yodeling chicken man.
Yes.
But yes, thank you everybody for listening in. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I am DM Wolfgang. These are my fantastic players. We have Carnes, Rubik, J-Face, Kuuretsu, Phoenix, and Runark. I'll let the other two streamers end off on their notes, but please vote if you can before we end off tonight, and I'll let you guys know who wins before we sign off. Players, please send me your votes as quickly as you can. We'll get this going so I can get the juicy experience out to you guys.
Doesn't. Hey, you can't force my chat to vote for you. Excuse me. Wow.
They still don't vote for me. It's fine.
Uh,
But Peter, you can't vote twice.
you can vote twice.
Or can you? Oh,
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Just top two.
All right.
Yep,
Yes,
give me your top
everybody-
2 votes, please. It goes a long way for the players.
If you ain't first, you last.
Wow.
Ricky Bobby.
I will get.
You were gonna vote for the. Now you can pay attention.
Okay.
No, you have to. Huskarl, if you're gonna vote, you need to do bang vote, and then the number. I'm sorry. I got very distracted because I started outlining stuff. You're in a cat game. Okay, well, he wanted to vote for number 5.
Number 5 is best vote.
Veto
Veto
fair.
It's never wasted on 5.
There you go. All right, gonna go ahead and close that. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Until next week.
The wedding?
What?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I mean, it doesn't have to be for the wedding.
Also, Doggo's in like mid sprint. He's like in the point where he's like in the air, but his backlogs haven't landed to propel him forward yet.
Yeah, he's like halfway through the bunny leap.
Yeah.
All right. Gonna close the vote. 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
No.
Oh.
No blast off. All right. Are you ready for the votes? We have
I am ready.
one for everyone except for one for Bashier and one for everyone except for Bashier and Ivan.
Then they got 2.
No, they got
Oh,
none.
they got okay.
Rip.
Let's make sure.
Wah.
Rip.
We're useless!
Rip.
Okay. Wow, that's actually pretty funny. So everybody got 2 votes. Rubik got 3 votes, and Bashier, you got 5 votes for tonight.
Okay.
You are the MVP. Congratulations, sir. Rubik, you're going to come in second place tonight. Congratulations to you as well. Everybody else, you guys had a dead tie of 2, so I'll give you guys a little bonus for that as well for tonight. I think you guys did all a fantastic job of role playing and keeping the game moving. So thank you again for my fantastic players. Thank you all for you fantastic listeners out there. We greatly appreciate your support. And yeah, this is Round Stump signing off. Thank you very much, and all of you have a wonderful night. Keep your swords and spells sharp.
Alright.
Come back next week.
I will end the archive there.